We're doing alright. When we are apart, we always do the same dance. Always on the fence, never making sense. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. I'm not gonna be the one tonight. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So don't say you need me when I walk away. So many words but they don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you need me cause we're not a thing. We're not a thing. It hurts, you're making it worse. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. Not gonna feel a thing. I'm not gonna see your face tonight. Not gonna see your face. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So cry all you want but I still walk away. Cry all you want but I still walk away. So many words but you don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you love me cause it's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Artificial love, we just make it up. Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Cause we already lost, addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall. All I wanted was a touch of artificial love. We just make it up. Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Artificial love. Artificial love. Artificial love. We just make it up. Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Cause we already lost, addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall. All I wanted was a touch. Cause we already lost, addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall. All I wanted was a touch. Artificial love. Artificial love. Artificial love. We just make it up. Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. How can you know what's in our mind? When in between the good and bad, there's such a thin line. How can you know promise you will find artificial love. Artificial love. Artificial love. We just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Artificial love. Artificial love. Artificial love. Artificial love.
Playing with fire, everything turned to dust. When we aimed to fly higher, we got lost and dragged each other down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day. 'Cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last.
What is going on, everybody? I am Coach Scully, and with me is Mel, and we are here to bring you the Spate Invitational. Mel, today we've got the playoffs going on, and why don't you tell us a little bit about what we have in front of us?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be 3 matches today. It's going to be Nichols College versus Lotus Gaming. That's going to be the first one on mainstream. But some of the other ones, Lotus 8 Esports versus Mayonnaise and Subpro versus Spate Esports, who had a very tough run to get here. But the one Nichols College versus Lotus Gaming, Nichols College, usually the number 1 team in the tournament. Skill-wise, they went in 3-0 essentially throughout the past two events. But they ended up losing to E-Taps yesterday, who are on such an amazing run, Jerry, Tiz, and Spoods. But we'll see how a Nichols College, who doesn't look to be their best, fare against a Lotus Gaming, who is looking pretty damn good.
Lotus has been looking amazing, just like you said, but Nichols College has also just been tearing through so many people in all of their time in this Spate Championship Series, and these guys are a force to be reckoned with, Mel. I don't know. Lotus is a great team, mind you. They won the original Spate Championship Series, the big prize, the big cojones of it all, but still to say that they really stand a strong chance of winning against Nicholas, I'm skeptical. Gonna be completely honest, I am skeptical.
I mean, the last time the two teams played, I'm not even gonna cap. I ain't gonna hold back. Lotus got actually smacked in the grand finals. I think it was in the first.
Exactly.
But Nichols College, I don't think individually are at their best right now. And I think Spate Esports, they didn't really have a good day one, neither did Nichols College. But I think both of them can kind of catch each other off at any given moment. It can be really, really close, but don't expect anything too crazy coming out of both teams.
I don't know. I'm expecting a lot out of Nicholas. They have shown us so much potential, so much power. Like you said, absolutely mollywopped Lotus last time that they met up in a grand finals match. And hey, if that doesn't if that doesn't show some signs of what to expect, I don't know what does. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted with everything going on in the background. We're trying to figure out the lobbies, trying to get the test lobbies and everything. And players disagreeing with the connection that they're getting. So we're sorting all that out in the background while all this is going on. But other than that, we are set and ready to go, Mel. Yeah. A couple more test lobbies.
Yeah, no, the players are bugging about the ping, bro. I don't know where these guys live, but sometimes the ping just does not want to work. I ain't gonna cap. I mean, I think it depends on the situation. Even the Rocket League servers, when Season 11 came in, were just not bugging. They were just bugging. Like, I already said.
Right.
Like, I already said, Rocket League's been a thing for, I think, this month is going to be 8 years, and they still don't know how to do an update correctly. Like, my God.
And normally, like, servers for the longest time, right? Everybody complains about the servers, but it's always a personal connection to the server that causes an issue. But this time, private matches have been bugging with the latest update like I have never seen before. I'm talking spectator glitches every other game, nameplates disappearing, and then once you get all of that fixed, once you get the nameplates reappearing, once you get the spectator glitch gone, here comes the circle underneath the ball has now disappeared, and I've never heard of that before.
I know.
This last update has been buggy.
Like a whole disconnecting symbol in training. Like, what's going on here? There's just like nonsense going on. After, like, just why you go into private matches? You're gonna go from comp, you're disconnecting, but you're not disconnecting. Then you go into training. How do you disconnect in an offline game? Is that even a thing? Is that possible? What type of FIFA nonsense is this?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I normally don't give much win to the servers bad because, like I said, it's almost always a personal connection. But this last update has got my attitude changing a little bit. And looks like we are finally, yes, that's right, finally ready to go for Game 1 of Nicholas College. Polar, K-Frost, and Pyros versus Lotus Gaming, Bub, Pigeon, and Gad. Two teams that we've seen a lot of, or we're about to see a lot more.
Here's Gad. He's got an open opportunity. It's just taken away. Kind of sketchy defense, of course, off the kickoff, but here's Polar. Just has to force it on target. Slips past Gad. Slips past Till, and Polar makes it 1-0.
And just like that in the first 15 seconds, Polar with an almost completely solo effort. The pass from K-Frost that's noted almost completely negligible. 71 miles an hour to open it up, and this looks like he is trying to send an early and dominating message.
I mean, it was also a very hard shot. Oh, wait, K-Frost. That pass was a little bit too much for K-Frost. But, I mean, they came in early. I think it was just a counterattack. Polar just trying to force something on target, just make Lotus Gaming stretch. That's a big miss. Pyros can't get past Gad, who had to react devastatingly on the defensive side. Pull off the ceiling. He still got a flip. He uses it late. But Gad, for the second time in a row, was able to read it on defense.
Second time in a row, but 2 times too many. Those were some close areas and close calls that Gad did not want to be soloed out for. But now an opportunity coming on the other side, and Pigeon will take it in. What is with the absolute lack of presence from the net? Gad by himself for the longest time. That time Pyro's absolutely alone. No help whatsoever. And it is now 1-1.
Yeah, it was a fast ball coming around the corner. Pyros had just completely misread it. There was not much that he could really done in that situation. But of course, I mean, both teams have not had any, just like you said, defensive presence to start off the game. Pyro trying to clear the net.
Ooh.
Nobody's there to get bumped. Bubs has an easy, or not easy, but a routine save after the shot on target coming from Pyros.
That was a nice play. Bubs jumping in front of Gad as third man. Put that in. We'll see if that confuses Gad's positioning. It does so far as he's not able to take his role, and Pigeon has to come around and do it, missing that ball in the corner. Bubs now going to put it to the corner yet again, trying to create space. K-Frost is doing it for his team instead. Mel, we have got ourselves an offense back on the field for Nicholas.
Bubs just has to kind of corral that one. Pigeon and Bubs both kind of commit for that one, and now Pigeon just trying to send the entirety of Nichols College just completely scrambling out of play. Of course, it's trying to save his team. The positioning has just been super, super awkward coming out of Lotus Gaming. They haven't been able to, they really don't even know how to react to some of the things that Nichols College is just kind of throwing at them. That was a very intriguing play. K-Frost with not a decent amount of boost, and Bubs is going to be able to corral it and give it right back into the blue half.
I love the presence that we're seeing out of Nicholas College on their offensive side, just keeping offense for so long. Right there on quarter field, they're consistent in stopping it, but all the demos coming through doesn't bode well, but somehow, some way, Nicholas still keeps their offense on the field. Demo after demo does not matter, doesn't phase them. They are still maintaining pressure and presence. With the demos, Mel, they need follow-ups.
Yeah, they're finding the shots on target. The rebounds aren't there. They're going a little bit late. They're not going to force the issue a little bit too much, but they are finding shots on target. Gad just had to pop it right back up in the air. He had Pigeon for help, who's got a decent amount of boost to work with, the ideal amount. Here's K-Frost, had a 50 Pigeon out. Bubs, back off the corner. Here comes Gad. He's going to wait a little bit long. The bump comes out, and Gad shoots it over K-Frost's head.
This is getting absolutely ridiculous. The entire team of Lotus is about poised and ready to get an executioner trophy at the end of this. This is an absolute absurd amount of demos. And like I said earlier, they need the demos and the follow-ups. Gad finally provides.
And that's exactly what they needed him to do as well. Just forces it to the top shelf. That's all he had to do. Bobs! Oh! Bobs around the entire defense.
My goodness, and Gad goes up and just removes Polar from the equation as he tries to make the save. Gad says, not today.
Great as well. Palos didn't find a hard shot on target. Pigeon has a routine save, has to try to flick it over K-Frost. Can't do that. Gad gets beat to the ball by Polar, but Bubs is there off the sidewall, going to be easily. No, actually, Pyros completely misread the ball. Polar on the back line has to try to do something. Pigeon past one, no. 50 to right back out, and Pyros is able to bring this onto the orange half.
Gad now taking it around the side, trying to dip it out to his teammate to the right, but Pigeon instead has to opt to go for bumps and demos, as is the lot in life of Lotus right now. The adaptability of this team. They're normally not a bump demo heavy team. They're normally high aerials, high plays, great passing, but now having to adapt to a new situation of delete the better opponent, right? You can't be beaten by better people if there are no better people on the field. And that is the philosophy that they are taking into this game.
I mean, you have to find a way. I mean, as a team, you need to find a way with a strategy to go up against a team like Nichols College, because you know they're going to be throwing things at you, and they're probably just going to be playing their game and how to disrupt their team from trying to rule the piece of the game, demo them, force them. Lotus Gaming have on offense have been able to get some big demos. I think two of their goals came off of aggressive demo bump plays. Oh, Pigeon!
Oh my gosh!
That's exactly what he does. It's going to be 1-4.
I honestly thought Pigeon redirected this. A little bit of bumps coming out of the opponents. If they would have went for that save, Mel, it would have 50'd off of Pigeon into the net. No question about it. Pigeon was strategic in that, and the art of ego challenge is coming through so strong right now on the side of Lotus Gaming. How heavily can you go for the ball? How heavily can you cut off the passing angles? How heavily can you disrupt the flow of your opponent's gameplay? And Lotus is showing that exactly right here. And I've always said it, right? How do you beat people better than you? You ego them. What is the most annoying thing for an SSL to go up against a champ player? They'll say it every time. These kids jump for everything. And it is annoying. It is disruptive. And it, guys, works. It works at the top level.
I mean, and it does. I think that's exactly what they did. That's kind of what they implemented in that game as well. They were able to make so many things work, and it was just so hard for these guys to stop, and they did it to perfection as well. Lotus Gaming, they came in, they were able to get the bumps, they were able to get a couple of demos, removing them from the pitch. Even if they weren't able to score some goals off of it, it threw the other team completely out of rotation and forced them to find a way back. It was making them scramble, and Lotus Gaming were essentially ruling the pace of the game, which is, I don't think anyone expected them to do, especially going into the first game.
No, not even a little bit, especially with Nicholas College opening it up and a 71-mile-an-hour ceiling shot solo play at that. Absolutely no one expected this. And even the history of the teams where you have the grand final match where Lotus was absolutely destroyed, but this time it is a flipped script. It is a different story, Mel. And coming in, opening the game in the first 20 seconds, this time in Game 2, is going to be Lotus Gaming using their teammates to absolute perfection.
Yeah, I know. It's Bub that came in, had the doink shot off his car. He wanted the net, hit off the post. All Pigeon had to do was hit it anywhere except the gunning in defender to the far post. He did exactly that to a nice execution, and it's a early, very early 1-0 in the favor of Lotus Gaming.
Can't complain whatsoever for this start. This is exactly what they want. I love the amount of aggression they're showing. I've said it before. I love the amount of teamwork that they're showing and the ability to replace each other and be there in positions for each other. Look at Pigeon going up so early, reading that like it's the comic, like it's the funny section of the newspaper. Absolute child's play.
It kind of was, though. Yeah, just forces it right back, but it's so fast they can't do anything about it even when Lotus Gaming throws the ball right back to the opponents. Nichols College can't do a thing with it. Shot on target from Gad, who's been the shooter for so far in the early of the series. Can't do anything there. Pyros with no boost just had to pop it up. Here comes Polar. That's all he had, those 1 or 2 touches. Pyros with no more boost to work with. They're trying to lead an offense with little to no boost. Polar has to rotate in just so the offense doesn't fizzle out with no boost to work with. No one on this team really had boost except the Polar that got that one touch. A complete misread. The follow from Gad is there, and I think that would have been a nice opportunity to extend the lead.
The counterattack was absolutely perfect. Mel, they just couldn't make it find a way in. And somehow, some way, another bump play does the trick. My goodness, the absolute disorganization on the side of Nicholas College combined with the absolute domination of this pitch in a clinical fashion, Mel, surgically dissecting this squad. Nicholas College is being taken to class.
Bob just removed the other one from the pitch. If you can't beat him, Akuma says if you can't beat him, just delete him. And he took that to another level, removed them from the pitch completely. And that's one way to get rid of a team. I mean, they were implementing that so well in game number 1. And in game number 2, it's working to a completely different level.
It's less about, in game 2, it's less about the volume, right? They've already shown that they can. Now that they're showing it a little bit more clinically, right? Reducing the volume of the bump and demo plays, but still never losing the effectiveness or the wow factor of them at all. Absolutely getting schooled right here in Nicholas College.
Yeah, it was just that last back, I think Bubs. Okay, maybe a redirect. No, you don't expect him to go for the bump there, especially when he's coming from in front of the ball. He came in and just removed one from the pitch completely. Oh, Bubs almost got it down. I think if he had arrowed or something, I had no clue. he would have had something on it. It was really close though. Although he does keep the ball in play. Dribble, flip, reset, pass, one! Oh, and Pyros makes a diving save.
This is a beautiful job coming at the net there. The flip reset to waste time, but still not slowing down. Pigeon doubling it off the wall, slowing down that pace of play. You notice how nobody on the side of Nicholas College was able to go for that ball while Pigeon had that control, allowing his teammates behind him to reset and get ready. And Gad with a beautiful cut, noticing that the demo came behind him and his teammate was removed from the field. Third man wasn't there, so first man had to make the extra effort.
Here's Pigeon. A lot of boost to work with, just has to get the second touch. Oh, Bubs misread the backboard read. It does work out better for Gad.
Ooh.
Pigeon decided to try to get a pre-flip read on it. He's got a follow-up touch, and it's slotted into the bottom left corner.
Have I used the word clinical yet? I think I have, and I hate overusing words, but this is clinical coming from Lotus. They are showing an almost perfect version of themselves on this field as if they have reached their final form. You cannot get better Rocket League out of this squad, and yet they're playing like they could do this all day, and you haven't even tested the power that they truly have. This is an absolute showcase of their individual and team abilities.
Oh, it's
my
another
God.
demo coming out from Pigeon. What is happening here? These guys are just trying to get external in general. I mean, they're just limiting Nichols College from doing anything on the field. Oh, Gad pass one, Bumps wants the bump. Pigeon won't commit for it though. It was a nice opportunity as Bumps cuts right back into the play. K-Frost. He's like the only one of the players that actually had boost to dribble that one out the entire game. And finally, gooding for Bumps. You still can't limit Gad from saving the ball.
That is absolutely ridiculous. That was a perfect play, using your opponent's strength against them, bringing the demo plays on your side and making them work for you instead, and still Gad finds a way to weasel his way out of there. We've always known that Lotus Gaming is kind of the king of the weird plays, right? It's consistently, why is he there? Why is he up? Where is he going? And then Gad comes flying off the ceiling in some random direction to score on you. Lotus is just the king of weird, and how does Gad weasel his way out of that bump? Just getting carried into the net and away from the play, a perfect shot, a perfect play, and still somehow, like you said, it cannot limit Gad from making the save. This team is the epitome of weird. They're like ice or soap. You will have them surrounded in the palm of your hand, and they will slip out every time.
And I think that's funny as well because Lotus Gaming, I mean, Nichols College tried that one play at the end. Gad got his third save of the game. Pigeon came in this game. He's like, okay, Gad had a good game last game. I'm gonna do a replica of that. He came in, he got a hat trick, right? He was doing so much for this team offensively. Gad was able to set up the plays. Bubs was able to dribble the ball out of the half and force Nichols College to kind of just panic on defense, which is something they did a whole lot. But at the end, Gad with a big save, trying to avoid the bump. I think he still got bumped, but was able to avoid, knowing that there's only one team that can be the permanent enforcer in the series.
And that team right now is going to be Lotus Gaming, as they are on the verge of running away with this. This is a best of 5, correct?
Best of 7.
Best of 7, okay. So they are halfway to victory at the moment. 2 games in. Can they make another win here and bring it to match point?
Pyros pinches it down for K-Frost, who is there at the right time, and I think that's the second goal of the series for Nichols College.
It is the second goal of this series. I believe they have gone 6 or 7 goals unanswered and almost 10 minutes of gameplay without scoring a goal. Actually, 10 minutes and 5 seconds of gameplay. And then it's quickly reversed again in equalized, not even seconds later.
Bubs went for the bump on Polar after one overcommitted, and Pigeon, all they had to do is put it in the back of the net, because 100% of the time, you know that they're going to be able to connect with the bumps, just changing up the play style just to fit against Nichols College to completely disable them from doing whatever that they want to do against Lotus Gaming.
So far, so good. The resistance is minimum. The opportunities are maximum. Pyro's going to send that down. Gad going to back off that, leaving it for Bubs in the backfield. A quick 50 in front of the net. And look at the replacement, how nobody sits there in front of the net. Nobody makes random turns. They just allow the teammates to flow through that little space on the left and right side of the net, and that is optimal gameplay right there. Allow the team to flow and allow the shots to rain. Oh my goodness, right on cue, Gad.
And it was a big backflip. Polar couldn't get the second touch. Pyros had backflip. Pigeon saw it and bumped him out the way. Gad on another play set up by his teammates. That all he had to do was shoot it to the top shelf, and it worked out perfectly.
Thread the needle, Gad. You could not have placed that any better than where he did.
Look at Pigeon.
On another flip reset to beat one or two players, and that's something this squad is so good at. The speed that they can get their resets is just something else, right? It is almost a free play training pack style of flip reset. It is casual, it is aloof, it is fast, and it just demolished the first challenger every single time.
And that's exactly why they're so good as well. It's just trying to get past that first man or whatever person, just trying to outplay that one player and get past him. Here's Pigeon on the back line. It's a big 50 with Pyros as Nichols College need to find a way to get back into the game because they've been completely shut out since that first goal. It's looking reminiscent to game number 1 when they scored early, and then we're not able to score again. Past the Polar, but Gad's able to cut it off.
Gad making a consistent effort into this game. A little bit of confusion, but nobody there. This is something that Nicholas College needs to figure out, is how to get into the faces, how to make aggressive push plays against Lotus, because you cannot have two players get confused around each other and make two circles before hitting the ball and not a single one of you even challenge it. They don't even have to fight for a 50-50. They just immediately get the clear. Gad and Bubs, confusion in that back circle, and now unopposed, they're bringing the ball back into the middle of the field. An open net opportunity now, and Gad will not score it.
I mean, that was actually a hard angle, but I think that is one that he should be scoring like 90% of the time. It's a hard one. It's going to happen sometime where you end up missing those little pinches off the crossbar. I think he committed himself a little bit too early. Could have taken his time. I don't know what the situation was there. Pyro had a shot on target, but he completely whiffed the ball. Here's Polar. Leaves it for Pigeon. It's a 50 with K-Frost, but K-Frost and a stalemate in the corner. It's a 1v1 with Bubs, but Bubs is so good at being able to cut in. But K-Frost to Pyros, who's missed the ball again.
Bubs now getting a beat.
Oh my
and
gosh.
It goes back to Gad, and somehow, some way, they're able to break out of that losing situation and put a shot on net, but unfortunately they overcommit themselves just a little bit, and a counterattack that should have goes in, doesn't go in, and now we're back to neutral. A fight in the midfield, Mel, as Lotus tries once again to get into this game. They're keeping control the best they have so far in the series with a deficit of only 1 in the final minute of the game. Can they make another one? And a great opportunity.
Nichols are throwing everything that they possibly can at Lotus right now. Polar with no boost has to cut in just to keep this offensive pressure. Oh my gosh, Nichols have been able to put pressure on. Oh, it's a nice shot by K-Frost off the sidewall read. But when Lotus Gaming are deep, when they're in the end, they're able to cut infield and get the pads and rotate right back out. And they're able to dribble the ball out of their half, not just banging it right back into the opponent's possession. And they're able to work so well with it because it gives time for their teammates to get boosts, to get up the field, and try to make things work.
And one of the things that I'm finding absolutely beautiful about Lotus Gaming right now is the ability to have two people ready to make a save, but only one of them has been jumping. The last 3 saves in a row have been close shots right into their net, with 2 players immediately on top of each other, right? It happens, so you can't avoid those situations. But the weirdest thing always happens is only one of them jumps, only one of them flips, the other one just rolls through the net. And now Lotus Gaming, because of consistency on defense, because of allowing one person to put themselves out while the other person puts themselves in, on the defensive end, in the net, on those saves. They're now moving on to match point. This is the closest one so far, but they're still showing excellence in a new situation that they haven't been tested in yet. Every test that they get, they pass. The school is in session, and Lotus is acing every exam. This Nicholas College is not living up to their name because they just cannot get their scores to match.
And it's so hard for Nicholas College as well. And as I said yesterday, they lost to ETAPS to go into as the number 1 seed. They wouldn't be in this situation. And Nicholas College have not been playing up to par. They're playing way, way, way lower than they usually have been the past couple of weeks. Not to discredit Lotus Gaming, because they've been able to work so well. They've been able to come in and get the bumps and lay it off to teammates. They've been able to connect and just kind of force the Lotus College defense to kind of scramble all over the place. And it's been making them awkward. Game number 4. No timeouts for Nichols College. They choose to go in and they trust themselves to potentially bring this one right back. If they can, they need to do it in a reverse sweep.
Yes, reverse sweep in the vision for Nicholas as they bring their offense onto the field quickly. A demo and a goal, immediately showcasing that they still have some spunk to them.
Beautiful like K-Frost, but really that play on the back end, I think it was Pyro Cells was going to chase. I think it was Polar rather that came in and was chasing the defenders all around. He says, I too can play at that game, or technically 4, but we'll see what happens because they've been so good the past couple of tournaments, and then they don't have a good day 1, and then day number 2, they're not starting out very strong either.
Yeah, this has definitely been a very weak start. Maybe they didn't get a good scrim. Maybe they didn't get a good warm-up before this. Those first 3 games might have been the warm-up that they needed to come and start actually playing Rocket League. It's so far,
oh my God,
I don't know what game they've been playing.
Oh my God.
Maybe they've been playing SARP, because they aren't playing very good Rocket League at the moment. But my goodness, Bubs, a demo, a bump, and Pigeon for the follow-up after Gad pops it backwards. How do all 3 players get involved in that?
I think it started when Pyros decided to fake low in the beginning of that sequence, and Bubs read it perfectly, and he was able to go in low. He was able to go low. He was able to fake low. I see on your action, Gad almost had that double tap too. And then off the backboard, Bubs kept possession, popped it out past 1, and then the follow ended up coming in by Gad, and Pigeon was able to force it into the back of the net on that second sequence of plays. Oh, Bubs. The first touch is beautiful, but he almost got at the backboard defense to clear it out, is what Nichols College needs to do a whole lot better. But the problem is Lotus Gaming isn't usually up using the backboard this series.
No, they're not. They're not having to use the backboard, and here's why, right? Normally, a backboard is really good against a team that is consistently in your face, a team that is consistently right there on top of you.
Yo, did you see this? I'm not delusional here, right?
Yeah, it's consistent. And Bubs again going for a demo in front and forcing a high jump out of Polar, or was it Pyros? Either way, the ball just floats right on in for Pigeon, who just has to scoop it up and drive it down the field. And like I was saying earlier, backboard plays are normally going to be used against aggressive teams because it's hard to be in your face and on the backboard at the same time. But rather, you have a much more defensive, passive team gameplay coming out of Nicholas College, and therefore the backboard isn't necessarily always covered, or is more covered. So the midfield passes and the straight shots are going to be more prevalent to draw them out of the net and then attack, and the demos, of course, as well. And there it is. Consistent.
Every time you score, every time they score, I look at your face cam, you're like, oh, of course they scored. Because that's just how it works. He came around too. He even bumped the player. What's happening? Yo, this is enforcing Team 101.
This is a team who lives and breathes some Rocket Sledge or Woody videos. Like, my goodness,
What is this nonsense?
That's some old content, guys. Like, y'all are reliving and recreating expired
Ain't no
content
way.
with these demos.
Oh my
Another
goodness.
one.
Wait, Bubs.
Oh, what a 50,
What?
but nobody there for support.
Oh my goodness, bro. I know I'm not delusional here because what, are we seeing this? Oh, Gatlin's got this in the touch too. Like every time they score, it's off a bump. It's teammate play 1-on-1. That's what Biggles told me about a year ago. Teammate play 1-on-1. Either the layoff assist or it's going in front to bump it off, or one teammate laying it off and then going for the bump.
What?
And this team, Nichols College, 1 minute and 50 seconds away from being upsetted and swept out of the tournament.
What an upset this sweep is going to be if they cannot find a way to come back here in Game 4. Match point, another pump taking Pyros off of an easy clear. Should have been his, could have been his, but it doesn't happen. Bubs trying to put another one on point. This is an absolute dominating performance by Lotus, and you can see Nicholas College trying every which way they can to make something happen. Look, a beautiful replacement between Pigeon and Bubs, and that's one of the reasons they succeed, is that when one goes, as soon as they lose control, as soon as they lose full effectiveness, there is a teammate right there. It's like, I see you, I see the effort you put in, I'm gonna finish it, and there's Pigeon to just put the ball into the net. It is routine at this point.
Lotus Gaming slams the door shut. The police are there, and they have taken over Nichols College. They caught them with their hand in the cookie jar. That is probably GG's. Can they get one more back? I think it's a big what's on earth was that?
Oh my goodness, an empty backfield completely, but Polar somehow able to get there, and I'm loving everything about this. Look at Bubs, just upfield. He's gonna swipe second man just to slow them down, and he's not making himself out of position. He's not making himself useless. He's removing the speed of the team. You need second man to keep the team's pace alive, and by doing that, he affords time for his team to reset and get there. Oh my goodness, and now they're just knocking on the door consistently.
They're going for bumps. They're only going for bumps. That's the entire series. They're just going for bumps the entire time. That's how they're scoring. They're letting Gad shoot the ball. They're getting the ball to Pigeon so he can lay it off. It's been Gad and Pigeon just chasing the entire team around. Lotus Gaming are about to make the upset of the tournament. On their way. If they don't win the regional today, I don't know what's happening. All logic has gone. Lotus Gaming sweep Nichols College.
Who's left? Who's left to challenge that? The Nichols College was the team that we were expecting to see go all the way, right? After, you know, Spate and Lotus have a long-standing, you know, relationship and almost one-sided rivalry in between themselves. So after yesterday, you know, they hopped in the chat, and Gad hopped in the chat, you know, and chatted us up, and they're like, yeah, bro, we're playing Nicholas tomorrow. Like, what is this? Like, can we get a break? Like, and they just come in and sweep them. Like, not even they were hyped up to be fighting somebody so strong so early, and they just swept them. They just swept them dominatingly. Who's left to challenge that?
I honestly don't know. There are not many teams in the entire tournament that are going to be able to match Nichols College. The fact that Lotus came out here and did that to the top team in the tournament was a statement win. That's a definition of a statement win against the number one team in the entire tournament. They came in. The last time these two played, Lotus Gaming smacked them, or got smacked rather, by Nichols College. Nichols College came over and we're like, okay, let's beat Lotus Gaming again. Lotus Gaming said, oh, hell nah, not today. And they
not today.
And boom. You know, there's a song that says, not today, not today. Maybe some other time. Maybe I'll be ready tomorrow, but not today. But today's today. You have to play in the now. And Nichols College did not do that. Lotus Gaming sweep Nichols College to face ETAPS in the semifinal.
That is absolutely amazing performance. Unexpected from me. You heard me hyping up Nicholas before the series. You knew it. You knew. I was ignorant of the fact, and I apologize. I was dead wrong. What a performance by Lotus. And you know what? We still got more tournament to go. So we're just going to take a quick break in the action to reset, reorganize, and get to the next game. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a few.
Ain't no
What,
way
Eli?
Lotus Sports lost by a
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. All you left me was the radio, and it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. And it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. When I press play, all I hear is you. And it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. When I press play, all I hear is you. Oh, every single song tells me we're through. Yeah, but I can't turn it off 'cause it's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. And it goes like all you left me was the radio, and it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. And it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. When I press play, all I hear is you. And it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. When I press play, all I hear is you. Oh, every single song tells me we're through. Yeah, but I can't turn it off 'cause it's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. And it goes like and it goes like ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. When I press play, all I hear is you. Oh, every single song tells me we're through. Yeah, but I can't turn it off 'cause it's the truth. And it goes like yeah, yeah. Play, all I hear is you. Oh, 'cause it's the it's the truth. And it goes like ooh, ooh,
moments it was easy just feeling alive. 2 a.m. wide awake, talking like we had the whole night. And I don't know if I said this right. No, I don't know how the days gone by. Missing little moments, it was easy just feeling alive. Every now and again, I trace my steps back to then. Oh, I want that feeling. It's all that I needed to move on, to feel it. It's all that I needed. Searching for the moments I'm a little less empty inside. Few late nights 'cause nobody seems to make the time. And I don't know how to do this right. No, I don't know how the years gone by. Searching for the moments I'm a little less 25. Every now and again, I trace my steps back to then. Oh, I want that feeling. It's all that I needed to move on, to feel it. It's all that I needed. It's all that I needed. I want that feeling. It's all that I needed to move on, to feel it. It's all that I needed. To move on, to feel it. It's all that I needed. How the years go by, searching for the moments I'm a little less 25, a little less 25, a little less, searching for the moments I'm a little less 20, a little less 25.
down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, 'cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Coach Scully, and this time I'm being joined by Biggles. In front of us, we got the semifinals where we will watch Mayonnaise and Bro duke it out to see who will go and fight in the grand finals later on tonight. Biggles, what's your view on what we got in front of us?
Oh, everything on the line, isn't it? Everything on the line. Supro sweeping Spate Esports. Mayonnaise sweeping Lotus 8 Esports. So, you know, sweeps are sweeps. But at the moment, are they going to sweep one of those teams? Is Supro going to sweep the Mayonnaise? Or the Mayonnaise going to be sweeping the Supro? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, Scully, I'm absolutely pumped and excited to be here with you because the school's in session. And I clipped that one too as well. But here we go. Well, guess what? Rocket League's in session.
Rocket League's in session. I'm excited to see a little bit of a slow start. Not really sure what happened there, but Daru looked a little AFK. Oh, they're retesting again. Okay, that makes
Yeah, we had to cut
more
because
sense.
there's an egg that's streaking across the match. We can't show it on camera, of course.
Yeah, we can't show that on camera. Absolutely
They're so crazy,
not.
aren't they, Scully? They're so mad about this semi-final that they're throwing literally everything on the pitch.
I'm excited for. There's been sweeps across the board today. There's 2 sweeps of Mayonnaise and Subro, both of them earning their spots in here through domination. And then we had earlier watching Lotus make the upset sweep against Nicholas College, and that was just an impressive showcase of ability. And looks like everybody's coming here with momentum. Everybody's coming in here with dominating performances, and nobody is feeling like they're going to be the one to take the L, but somebody has to. Biggles, this is going to be a highly motivated, highly contested matchup.
It will look at those players as well. L also means legend, and not the other L that you mentioned. So, you know, there's the glass is half full, the glass is half empty at the moment, but absolutely exciting. Hope everybody is. Shout out in the Twitch chat. I'll read it as much as I can. Guess what? 5 minutes on the clock. Round 1. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Ant, Monk, and Cole making up Mayonnaise, and Subro having Heps, Shocks, and Daru. I've seen both these teams play in scrims and games yesterday and today, and these are some strong squads to duke it out here today. And so seeing a team named Mayonnaise, I can only think of that SpongeBob episode. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I cannot get it out of my head.
Yeah, you're spreading all the right words, aren't you, on the old Mayonnaise there? But that's a great shot, and there it is. Shocks says, well, spread this. Bang, back of the net.
A quick pass from Heps over to Shocks, and what I love about that is it's backwards, and that's exactly what you want. You do not want those horizontal passes going forward towards the opponents, taking it away from the Mayonnaise net and straight to a teammate heck, and then that opening in the bottom right corner of the net, exactly how they want to start this off in the first 30 seconds. Let's see if that ends up being a statement goal or just another fluke.
Oh, yeah, maybe about that one. I'd say that was good puzzling play. So usually you see that, Scully. You don't score that early in a match at this level of competition. So perhaps they've got the upper edge. We'll find out about that one if Mayonnaise can rebound at the moment. They do have a little bit of control of the ball passing at the moment. Passing play. Is Monk going to get up on there and reach it? He certainly will. But anybody else to follow it through? No.
And we saw a little bit of bumps by Supbro and on their own teammates in the backfield, getting a little bit into their own way, into their own path, but a lack of midfield presence by Mayonnaise allows a clear to come in, but a lack of support from Supbro allows a flurry of shots to come at the net. Both teams looking to find their footing, both teams looking to find their teammates, as support in the midfield is just non-existent. Very spread out teams, very slow gameplay. Gonna need to see a little bit more three-man attacks, three-man pushes before we see more points added to the board.
Yeah, there's no cheer squads out there in the Twitch chat, are they? They're either absolutely stoked there with their popcorn, enjoying this one, not supporting your teams. And remember, a little bit of demos coming out there from Cole, takes the shocks, gives Shock a bit of a demo hit. Onk lining up a shot to anybody to follow it through. No, open net. Cole's too far back.
Oh my goodness, and an absolutely empty backfield. Supbro will take another one, and this is fairly surprising result so far. Both these teams have been extremely spread out, right? Both these teams are having one player on the ball at a time with very little support and a deep, deep third man, but somehow, way, shape, or form, Ant is not present to take that save, and the counterattack comes through. A 1v3 situation where all three players aren't even present to defend, and yet again the shots are coming in from Supro as they're starting to apply the pressure.
Yeah, missing opportunities like that, this level of competition might come back and bite you at the end. They're lucky they do have that little bit of advantage, but you get Ant fired up at the moment, you know what happens? The Queen comes out, the colony starts forming, and those scores start tallying up on the scoreboard. But at the moment, all the twos on the clock almost, my friend, but 2 lead there from Supro.
Supro is trying to get that next goal on the board, maintaining their presence for a while. Can they regain the offense? A pass to the midfield where Cole sits, a cut back, but Heps is there and ready. Now a little bit of a presence from Mayonnaise, and we're going to see if they can make something happen. They had a very successful, strong scrim against Spate Esports, a competitive scrim against Spate before they came in, and then the sweep before this. They should be firing on all cylinders, but right now we're just seeing a little bit of lagging coming out of them. Not actual lag, but just lagging to the ball. As you can see, the pace of play just isn't keeping up with what Supro are giving them. I don't know if they're used to playing faster or used to playing slower, but whatever it is throwing them off, and we're just seeing sloppy gameplay from Mayonnaise.
The rainbow shot was perfect, slow and steady across 2 of those defenders. It's all you need to do. Sometimes people just go slamming in the back of the net as fast as possible. That's not always the best strategy, especially if you've got 3-goal advantage right now. Something with the Mayonnaise squad needs to figure out how to recalibrate their sandwich, per se. There we go. Puns are coming, but here we go, mate.
Yeah, the punts. I love them. Just throw the punts all over there. It's a sloppy sandwich right now. They do not have a pretty sandwich. Look at them, all 3 in the corner. Now, that is a little bit because of a spawn off of a demo, but all the same, you don't want to even have 2 people there, let alone have 3 just because of a bad spawn.
Let's see how it pans out at the moment. 1 minute on the clock. You have to say, do you just let this one slide at the moment for Mayonnaise and just contemplate the next match? Because, you know, you're not going to win it in one game.
I'd love to say that, but I only let things slide if you're already showing your identity, your gameplay. Mayonnaise hasn't even fallen into who they are yet, found their identity. That's a good play right there, but a double commit coming in, showing that they're still uncomfortable with this field. An ugly goal, but a goal nonetheless. Hopefully that gives them at least a bit of mental motivation, because like I said, they have not figured out any sort of comfort zone. And you can lose inside of your comfort zone, right? And that's okay, right? Because you can build on that. You can expand that. But losing outside of your comfort zone, or even winning outside of your comfort zone, it is never a comfortable thing, obviously. You know, no pun intended there. Look at this again and again and again. The third man is not there. And normally when the third man's not there, it's because of a very over-pushed up offense. But here it's just double commits of a very spread out offense, unsupported players, unsupportive teammates, unsupportive first man who can't even get the pass out to the second man. You do not have an aggressive offense and yet still lack a third man presence. That is not even Rocket League at this point. I need them to find who they are before this game ends, or game 2 will not change that script.
You've heard it live from Coach Scully. Of course, he knows everything there is to know about Rocket League. The walking Wikipedia, essentially, of Rocket League. But yeah, I was going to say, Monk did answer the prayers of getting that one in there. Motivational boost there. But this one's going to go down to with that final goal coming in there. And Supro are going to be on. What's up, bro? Bring it, Mayonnaise. You're going to have to for the next game. You're going to take that 4-1.
Oh my goodness, yeah, exactly that. Sup, bro? Like walking out of the bar, just sup, bro? Come at me. What you gonna do? So it turns out Mayonnaise is gonna do absolutely nothing, and they're just gonna walk all over them, and this is not looking good so far. I'd like to see a lot more competitiveness, a lot more support, a lot more flowing of rotation. It seems like there's a lot of hesitation of positioning, not just hesitation going for the ball, but just hesitation getting into a position onto the field. And Biggles, that's not something we often see at this level.
Yeah, you got to gel as a team. We've all seen it before, regardless of what level you are in Rocket League. If you're one of the lowest players in the world and right up into the top 10 in the world, you have to work together as a team. You said that rotation. You've got to know where your teammates are. You have to almost foresee where your teammates are to get those passing plays there. Force the defense into a mistake, and then you've got goals. And remember, these teams have swept their previous opponents, so they're very capable of domination. At the moment now, you're going to dominate your way out of the semifinals, because remember, those finals are just around the corner. So who wants it more?
Who wants it more? And look, E-Taps right now, as we speak, is facing off against an extremely dominant, proficient, and organized Lotus Gaming squad. And I asked at the end of the stream, who is left in this tournament to stand up against that? And right now, I'm not seeing anybody ready to do that. I'm not seeing a single team ready to make that stand, make that stop. So these players have the rest of this series, best of 7, to prove to me that they're ready for what the Grand Finals has in store for them, because right now, I am not seeing it.
Well, if you watch the NBA Finals, of course, and a little bit of a hope in the semifinals, of course, Boston Celtics and Miami Heat, there is some hope that you can come back from almost nothing. And I always say teams have to remember that you, Coach Scully, you were well there. You never give up at all, and you apply that. But I think you're absolutely right. There is some great work going on, Supro. They're getting some great scores there, but they're not absolutely completely gelled at a level, perhaps, of a grand final situation.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're making goals, they're making plays, but they're not quite clinical yet. They're not quite organized. They're just taking on free opportunities and sending it in, but they're not really making opportunities. They're just being given freebies, right? And until
Cole
they
just
can
missed a fantastic opportunity on the side of the neck as well, and net. And here it is, another opportunity for Monk to come down there, and it's broken up play there. Clever to make sure Ant doesn't get a tap on the ball there, or tentacles on the ball. But he's going for it again, and Shocks at the moment is going to be clearing it. Look at that pressure they're putting on. That's what you need to do, don't you? If you are the Mayonnaise, don't let the ball go down the other end. So you're playing defense, you have to be applying the offense. Look at that passing play. We'll see how it's going to pan out.
And I'm liking to see what's going on here with that extended pressure, but it does drop. And there's a little concept that I like to have with Spate, is where one person's job is to play the win, one person's to play the loss. And if you cross those jobs, you might lose offense. And look at that double push into the corner. After they lose offense, get forced to defense. Up, bro, gonna take another freebie that's just handed to them.
Daru did it, didn't he? And past 2 defenders. The defense was good there, but daylight dollar short. Daru got the shot to right on time. Something ill that Mayonnaise can afford at this point. Look at that. Mayonnaise getting out there with the demos quickly. Cole says, all right, we'll play a little bit more rougher at the moment. Change the strategy up, perhaps.
That'd be nice to see a little bit more aggression, a little bit more in the face, but right now we're seeing Supro getting ramped up. A pass coming over to Daru, unable to find its mark as it gets intercepted. Now Monk solo up the field. Cole trapped on the ground, unable to go for that immediately. And with a little bit close of a support, but it doesn't matter because Cole, he's got that all by himself.
It's like taking candy from a baby. Look at the way that Cole controlled the ball there. Brilliant. Slowed it down there, bring the opponent out, and just tapped it home. That's what they need to do.
And that bring the opponent out is exactly right. That's what those dribble plays are so strong for in threes, right? A lot of people say that ground plays have very little place to a very small place in threes, and I heavily disagree. When you have a team that you're playing that is solidified in their net, they have 1, 2, 3 players that are just sitting there camping the goal line, and you're unable to get past them, start a dribble play. They will drive out of their net. You saw it right there as Cole was just able to bait Daru out, flip the script, switch the field on him, and hit it into the other side of his net with ease.
I think you're right on that one. Isn't it spawn camping? It's just said that. As soon as you said spawn, I thought swing camping. We all know about that one. Hey, it applies to Rocket League. And let's see if that pressure can arrive. And Ant is skyborn at the moment, but I don't think he can get a tap on it. But there's a shot fired from his teammate, and lucky there. You haven't missed too many of those opportunities, Mayonnaise. Not against a team like Supro.
I am liking to see them use each other a little bit more, but one thing that they do fall into danger of, and I noticed this in their scrim against Spate earlier. Oh, what a squishy save by Monk coming in at the last second, an open backfield, but Papes is there, dribble plays with very little boost, and a 50-50. That is what was needed.
Oh yeah, I got a perfect pump for that. Monk sent the prayer to save his team from that goal, and doing all the work. Remember, sometimes so a lot of people go, the players that score, the ones who get the points, and there it is as well too. So Gadaira's on fire at the moment. Got second in a row here. Soloist, I think his name is there. Well, it's a team of 3, my friend, but you're doing a little work at the moment.
Yeah, he is absolutely putting a little bit onto his back right now, and that's maybe what's needed out of him. He's got 2 goals, but both of them are assisted by shots. And there's something about Mayonnaise that I did notice during their scrim against Spate before the tournament, is they do put 2 people in the same spot fairly often, leaving an isolated third person behind. But that's not the only thing that you get whenever you put 2 people in the same spot. You also create a singular entity where your rotations after that become extremely similar. So you have the same 2 cars rotating forward, get caught forward, and then they rotate back simultaneously. That means when your first person finally regains control and pushes it in, he does not have a staggered support. He has 2 players all the way back with nobody to help, and you get this kind of situations. Once they finally get upfield, they're too far upfield, and counterattacks just happen.
There you go, Scully. I was going to call you Neil deGrasse with that science lesson about that. 2 players and 1 space-time continuum. But of course, the shock to that theory for the Mayonnaise is that at the shock that the fact that they might go down 2 games in the semi-final. So they might have to crank it up. And Ant says, "Well, Figgles, Scully, here I am."
I love seeing that out of Ant. A great pop-up from Monk, and Ant is right there. That's the support that they need.
Yeah, and need it desperately. 16 seconds to go to tie this one. It's possible. We all know. Break the bend of laws of physics there. Ant, got to get in there. You got 7 or so seconds. Got a teammate there. Desperately trying to do it. They can! And they've done it! They have broken the laws of physics and everything. So forget your science books, boys and girls. Here it is. With 5 seconds to go, Cole scores.
What a play, what a play. Everybody working together and crashing into the net right there. Supro needs to find a way to hold on to their leads. This is 3 seconds on the board and overtime looming as Mayonnaise finally starting to figure out a little bit of how Rocket League is supposed to be played.
There it is. So that motivation boost must be good for him, isn't it? Coming back at the moment. But unfortunately, this man is a dangerous weapon. And he clears 1 opponent, but Ant says, he caught me once, but he's not going to catch me again. Cole's on the ball. Cole's going to clear it all the way down. The Ant's chasing it. It's in the corner. Cleared away, but Monk has just been beaten there. So now got to go back on the defense, and very, very dangerously on the defense. Oh, wow, this is going to be fantastic. Maybe a 2-minute and change overtime, I'm predicting.
Right now we have Mayonnaise fighting for their lives, and oh my goodness, that looks like it was barely saved away. I couldn't tell who got the touch there. Supro or Mayonnaise, and the net is consistently being swiped through over and over and over again. They need to find a way to get it a more solidified defensive stance, and they just couldn't make it happen. 2 on the left of the net, or 2 on the right of the net, I should say, and Daru finding the corner. What a shot.
Yeah, and he wanted to go down, didn't he? He didn't want to let his team down. He carried his team very well in this one. The finisher in the overtime goal got the job done. Stats look fantastic for their team. Mayonnaise going to be a little bit disappointed, but then again, I'd take that motivational boost going into Game 3 for sure, because you know now you're very capable of getting goals, and now they're getting goals. It's up to Supro whether or not they want to continue to allow them to get some goals, or did they want to go on to the grand final.
Mayonnaise, they're starting to find themselves just a little bit, and I like to see that momentum starting to build. They're starting to get themselves find their wheels, so to say, right? They're getting some ground underneath them, and this could end up actually building up into a competitive match. But so far, Sup Bro are dominating it. They're really showing us that they have control over this series. And even though that one was brought into overtime last minute, I'm still not convinced. I'm still not Mayonnaise, I'm still not convinced you guys are in this game quite yet. You're gonna have to show me a little bit more. I'm close, but not quite yet.
Yeah, it takes a lot to impress Coach Scully here, so we'll find out about that one. Of course, you have to step up to your game. If they don't, my friend, they're not going to make their way in the grand final. This is the most important game, practically, of their season. So get it done now.
Oh,
and that's probably Monk says yes. Like his prayers have been answered.
Okay. This is what I like to see. Cole leaves, Monk ego challenges. I love teams that use a good ego challenge strategy, right? Because, like I said in the previous game, a lot of really high-level players, if they ever get into a lobby against a champ, they find themselves in struggling positions every now and then because, like I said, these kids challenge everything. It is annoying, but it works. If you can get into the face of these players before they can use their skills, before they can use what the abilities that they have worked many hours to acquire, you will oftentimes find that you're going to be playing a much easier game.
Psychological warfare 101, isn't it? Get into players, see if you can mess with the likes of Darrow there and Monk, Cole, and see how that pans out. Oh, what a save! We have to go to the goal line technology for that one. Look in and out.
What a save right there, but what a shot by Ant, and Demo's starting to come through for Mayonnaise as they start to regroup and re-attack on this game, on this series, and on this offensive possession. They still do not let up. Cole just unable to make it, positioning failing him on the most slightest inches and pixels, but Monk having a lot of open space to work with, sends the ball back down to himself, able to get another touch. Cole is there for the replacement. This is exactly what they've been needing, what they've been asking for. Monk with a shot, but it goes wide right. Demo's coming from everywhere, and finally a ball floats into the net, and getting what he tried to get early here, a net ball in the middle between the posts.
And boys and girls, sometimes when they say, Demo's worth risking it for the biscuit, in that situation, it did shut down the defender and had a clear shot at the goal, and now they have a 2-lead advantage with 3s on the clock.
This is what they've been needing, what I've been asking for. Support of their teammates, aggression on the offense. Stop cutting off the third man. Cole, Monk had that with better vision, angle, and boost. But now coming into this final 3 minutes of the game, a little bit of crowding into the corner. But Biggles, we're seeing a much more composed Mayonnaise squad.
Yeah, they're under massive pressure at the moment. Good clear. I'd have to say the ball possession has been totally on a Mayonnaise's side. So you all know the rule of thumb generally. The more you get touches on the ball, the more you got opportunities. And now that's slacking a little bit. I think the pressure's kicking up a little bit there from Supro. They're realizing, hey, we don't want to really necessarily be dropping this one because you can get a couple of goals, but you don't want that clock to tick too much down. Open net. Couldn't quite get it in time there, Monk. He's going to be a little bit upset about himself, shouting a few little in that car, but for now, remember they still have that advantage.
What a clutch use of a soundboard right there. Yes, that is absolutely, he's going to be kicking himself for that. All it took was a quick 360 and some ball cam, but it doesn't matter. They bring it back, and Ant gets yet another one. I've been loosely following the career of Monk and Ant for a while. They used to be in an organization organization that I was a part of, and I see their names pop up and always notice their progress, notice how they improve and grow as players in the teams that they're on. And Monk and Ant consistently sticking close to each other over the last couple years, and it is working out for them.
Yeah, I've seen it before in Spate Esports here that they come alive towards the end of the match. Endurance team, you'd have to say more than anything, isn't it? They somehow gel a little later on. They don't come out of the gate firing in all cylinders immediately, but you know, once that engine's hot, that engine's firing even hotter. 4-0. They're, well, murdering's a bad word, but they're annihilating currently at the moment. The Sub-Pro team.
This is what I've been asking for, Biggles. This is what we've been talking about the whole time. Actually playing the game. Showing them who you are. Getting into their faces. This team always takes a couple of games to really figure out what's going on. And it might come back to bite them later, but right now it is showing to be a very proficient style as they are taking over a game finally here in Game 3.
It's like the little mayonnaise that could, isn't it? The little engine that could. We've all read that story, isn't it? Like, it's tough going up that hill, but once you get over the top, it's all downhill from there, which means it's all easy in this case. So we'll see. But then they love putting themselves in difficult situations. And Heps as well is saying, well, all right, well, he's still in it, remember? Hey, here. He might be a little bit super sketchy under his name, but he's not super sketchy getting that beautiful assist straight down the middle. Nothing but net.
And this is a telegraph passing play all the way down. And this I say speed in Rocket League comes from two things combined together. It is readability plus positioning equals speed. Has nothing to do with the speed of your car individually, but how fast you can get in position and read the play from there. And right there, that was just a glowing example of the lack of readability. A very telegraphed pass play all the way down the field. The second man's traveling with the first on the side. The first man's trying to get onto the outside of the ball. A very telegraphed pass, and yet no one's getting in the way. Instead, Ant goes for a boost that wasn't even existent. Of course you're going to get scored on there, but you know what, Biggles? It doesn't really matter. It's 4-1 with 40 seconds left. I don't see Mayonnaise really suffering for that.
Well, Western Union takes a little bit to send that telegram, doesn't it, as you mentioned? But hell, it is Coach Neil deGrasse Scully, because you got all the right physics applied to that one, and I appreciate it, mate, because I've learned a little bit more about science lessons of Rocket League and Rocket Ball. At the moment, that's a great save, but yes, I think at this point you might have a little mini cheer going on from the Mayonnaise team because they are not giving up in this series, and that is a great way to secure a Game 3.
Now, some more pride goals coming out of Sup-Bro as they just try to get more. And you can see, again, the two men positioned forward and unable to get back in time. And that's what's going to happen consistently is that 3v2 situation as two cars acting as one rotate back at the same pace, unable to reach the play. But again, I don't think Mayonnaise is worried for this game. Next game, though, they might have some things to work on.
It'd be crucial as well, won't it? As I think, you know what I've just noticed a pattern at the moment is this game's about to end any second soon. But all of a sudden, you've had Sup-Bro score, and I only have to say this because Spoonigan in the chat there started shouting out, and definitely shouting out for his teammates or supporters. So perhaps that is the edge. Do it a little bit earlier, mate. They might have won that one, but Mayonnaise has, so they're back.
This is a really good sign for both teams, right? Sup-Bro still up in the series and showing some life at the end of that game, and life on a patternistic thing, right? They almost got a third goal as the clock wound down to 0 from the exact same play that they got their first goal on, and that is and the exact same play, consequentially, that they got their second goal on. The same counterattack, the same passing play, the exact same formation driving down the field, and the same look from Mayonnaise racing back from the other side of the field to catch up to them. If this pattern continues, then we're going to see very repetitive goals coming out of Sup-Bro. Mayonnaise needing to get back to the roots of the beginning of Game 3 and less on what they were showing me at the end of Game 3.
You've been in situations before with your many years of experience as a player and a coach. What's going through your minds right now for both teams?
Both teams, is Sup-Bro going through the mind is taking that game, just removing it from the memory, going back to what you played. You know you can beat this squad, but you need to adjust a little bit, up the pace a little bit. You can kind of feel that lagging, that slow presence that your team is having, and you know you need to pick up the pace. On the other side, Mayonnaise, they can feel that they're losing that third man. They can feel that they're losing that back person. Now, I don't think they realize it is because of a double positioned double rotation. So they might make weird mistakes like cutting the ball early, or weird mistakes like sending too deep of a third man. It really comes down to the presence of mind of the players, and right there, an early cut spells doom for Ant.
Yeah, you called it perfectly, I have to say. And you got to put that in your mind, don't you, at the moment of Mayonnaise, especially after that motivational win. So at this point, they got to just continue with it, because, you know, there's dangerous weapons out there. We know they're from Supro. Every one of those are capable of scoring, and one of those are capable of delivering results. Who's going to be more capable? Ant is capable of scoring. So I'll tell you, we spoke about this before, didn't we? Mayonnaise fires up a little bit later in the match, and when you get Ant fired up, my friend, dangerous territory.
The queen comes out, and Ant is responsible for so many goals right there. It was just position, right? Like I said earlier, speed comes from position and readability, right? Every time you see a fast play in Rocket League, it goes from already there, dude, number 1, from already there, dude number 2, to already there, dude number 3, and that was it. Cole was there, sending it to Monk on the back wall. Monk already on the back wall, sends it off the ceiling down to Ant, who is already in the midfield, ready to put that in. Great triple pass play coming out of Mayonnaise to get that equalizer in there. Now they have to defend their net with equal gusto.
Yeah, I was about to say, look at Shocks. Shocks is something that's going to shock you every once in a while. When Shock fires with this team, they are going to be electric. And I think when that happens, it's going to be amazing. At the moment, Ant usually need to hit that one. Definitely, mate. The drop off the ceiling. Easier said than done, of course. But yeah, at this time, a level of competition, semi-finals here for Spate Esports, you need to be hitting everything at the right time, the right place.
What a save there by Ant, and I've seen a couple fake challenges coming out of the first man on Supro, and that's never something you want to see. You should never be fake challenging unless you are a third man in threes, period, point blank. And if you are going to fake challenge, do a fake real challenge. What a pass play from the ceiling from Heps down to Daru. That is exactly how they want to get this play. They catch the defenders lacking, and they find the open space.
Off the ceiling too, he had the extra bounce, so we got the momentum straight in there, so it had the speed to clear the defender. One of those classic, you'd have to say, 101 perfect goals.
Absolutely, that's almost textbook right there, right? You find the defenders on one side of the field, you start sending it to the other.
Never scored a goal in my life in Rocket League. That looked pretty good.
Notice that they're about to switch to the other side and then send it back where they weren't before. They're following almost a textbook strategy there. Supro leading in this game 4. They're going to have to continue this pace, this momentum, if they want to keep their lead in the series alive.
Awesome shot just before there on a, you know, that difficult like 10-degree angle on the side of the net there. That's very difficult to defend. Full speed attack there, but the defense shut that door quickly. They're not getting burgled on that score. At the moment, open net. Dangerous territory. Monk's going to have to clear it, passes a teammate, goes over Shocks. Are they going to chase it down? Cole will chase it down. He had the momentum and speed, but there's Daru, you know, he's very capable. Monk missed it completely. It's a tick-tock. The time is ticking. 2 minutes to go, my friend. Desperation's creeping in for some of these teams, even. Both.
It's a lot of confusion on the side of Supro as they can't really get their replacement factor going. But again, these unanswered, these uncut off passes, you need to get in those lanes. You cannot have people sitting all the way back when passes are going in the midfield. You will get caught lacking, but a quick turnaround, a quick counter, and Mayonnaise just might make something happen, but it gets defended, and they are back on the defensive end of things. Possession switching so quickly right now as nobody's able to solidify an extended possession, but for the time being, Supro with another pass, another shot, and it goes in. You cannot let these passes go unintercepted.
Oh, you knew it at some point, wasn't it? The amount of attacks on both ends of the court there. Do you think there was a little bit of a bump there to get rid of Monk to clear that goal there? interesting at the moment, but
there's
Supro
definitely
maybe have found that extra gear.
There's definitely some interference in the net there, Biggles, but nonetheless, it really starts in the upfield. The freedom that Supro have right now to just pass the ball left and right between them. They're a very defensive team, they are, and the only way I've seen people really find the success against them is to just dramatically go in their face, fight them where they are, cut off those passing lanes, and if you don't, they're going to keep on raining down the shots.
Check any pass cutters exactly how they read the chat. That one, you know, Heb's just going to seize that opportunity today. No fault on Mayonnaise because they put a massive attack on that offense there. Very, very close. Door was shut. And at that point, when you're down 4, you're going to give it everything. You know, you've still got an opportunity here. But, you know, once again, like the NBA Finals, the NBA semifinals, it is possible. It is possible to try to come back. Not improbable, but I tell you what, it's certainly entertainable, if that's even a word.
Yeah. I always say it. It's improbable, not impossible. It's definitely in the realm of reality's equations, but just right now, at the moment, it does not seem like the percentages are that high in favor of Mayonnaise comeback. Look at the line as they come in. The back two people. Splitting away from each other
for a second. Sorry.
He had full rights to do so. He very well could have, and that ball hits the ground with 0 seconds on the board. Sup, bro? Take their 3rd game. Now moving on to match point.
What's up, bro? Well, you got another game. You know, I had to go there. You got a team name like that, Heps.
Right. Yeah.
Darrow and Shoxy, yeah, they're gelling together as a team brilliantly. Mayonnaise have these signs of life still in this game, don't they? And now you got to have a little bit more signs of life. You have to recreate this Frankenstein in a mayonnaise sandwich, and you know, just scare Supro opponents out and maybe bully, as you said. You know, psychological games play a lot in Rocket League.
Right now, Supro is a very, like I said before, they're a very defensive team. They wait for you to give them opportunities. So really being gifted freebies is kind of right in their wheelhouse. They are a passive-aggressive team. They sit there waiting for what's going to happen, and then they bounce it back and forth between 1 or 2 teammates and then send it at you. And if you were going to play a backed-off play style against them, you will lose. And that's what Mayonnaise is doing right now. They're either sending 2 people at nothing or holding back 3 people against everything. And they need to find a balance in between those 2 philosophies. Either send 1 at something, or honestly, that's what they need to do against like this whole thing. They need to send at least 1 person at real threats all the time. And they're just not making that happen on a consistent basis.
Going to find out right now when it comes to Game 5, all important game, win or go home. And remember, both these teams, of course, in the quarterfinals swept their opponents. And I'm always scared as a coach, of course, or even as a player, to sweep an opponent and then go into the next round. It has to give you so much more overconfidence sometimes. So you got to approach each game and every single score one at a time. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? At the moment, what can Mayonnaise do? Can they pull this one back? Well, they should be believing. If they had a coach like Scully, he would be believing. So we'll find out.
I definitely believe that they can pull it back. The answers are simple. The answers are easy. It's the execution that might be a little bit more difficult as the back pass comes through. Ant trying to bounce that off the wall to himself. Cole needing to turn around to challenge this early. He does, and that makes it easier for Monk, who has to fake challenge on that. I do not agree with that decision, as the shot almost proves me right. The counterattack coming through, and offense is retained by Mayonnaise for the time being.
I can imagine you, my friend, as the coach, screaming at the referee there. I do not agree with that decision. So we'll find out about that, you know. Because you're getting so pumped, and I hope everybody is pumped, of course. Why not? It's Rocket League. It's the Spate Esports. It's the Invitational. We're getting into the finals soon. This is the semi-finals. It's a shot at the finals. Drivers, players have worked everything during the season to get to this point. And at the moment, if you were Mayonnaise, you know, that goal line is looking a little further away. But Monk said, hey, go bring that goal line a little closer right now, and secures the first goal.
is a great shot taken on by Monk as Mayonnaise finally starting to come alive in the series. You can see a little bit more aggression. You can see the nice cuts. What I'm liking is that you can see a spread, no pun intended, of their team across the field. But right there, it just wasn't enough. Monk caught completely flat-tired as the ball soars right over him. No boost in the take, no airs in the tires, and the score for SupBro immediately answering the call.
Yeah, no shock on that pun, my friend. Good job.
Now coming across the back of the field, you have SupBro trying to develop an offense, but not being able to solidify it. Instead, you have Mayonnaise stymieing their attempts, but not for long as two players come up trying to bring the counterattack to life. Now the space is being created by Cole, but all three players move forward. You didn't have anybody staying back, and that is an issue as offense is now retained by the SupBro squad as they are continuing to pound away at the backboard until finally somebody's going to be able to put a shot on net. When will they do it? Eventually. Not yet, not now, but it is coming.
It's full commit. It's full committed, isn't it? The only downside with that, of course, is that if you don't get the ball back in defense, you're in big trouble. But hey, I don't think they're thinking about defense. They're thinking completely about offense right now. Look at that. They're getting the taps of the ball. They're getting the control. They're getting the pinches and the touches. And it's desperation creeping. Mayonnaise need to stop this showdown. It's like the Wild West. Look at this. It is. We are in the Wild West right now. And I have to say, the sheriff in town is SupBro.
Yes, it is an absolute shootout where you have Mayonnaise just hiding behind a crickety wooden bar table, and SupBro is absolutely shooting, but a sniper tries to turn the tide of battle. No avail, though the guard is put up. SupBro now on defense, but looking a lot more poised for the counterattack than Mayonnaise.
Yeah, well, yeah, at the moment, Mayonnaise need to form a posse, don't they, and become the outlaws here. So send the sheriff packing in town, and Mayonnaise bringing some life into a possible another game here, or it is once again go home from the semifinals.
The demo was so clutch. Look at that. Daru's making the slow pickup. Two players forward yet again on the side of Mayonnaise, and the third man back, who's literally just a 1v3 player, just gets deleted from the pitch, and Daru just walks the bird back into the cage. Easy goal with a minute 30 left. Match point on the side of SupBro.
Who's a pretty Polly? If you're going to be walking the bird on that one. Here we go. Yeah, Mayonnaise have to kind of get more ball domination here. They need to basically hog the ball. You know, when you're at gym and stuff like that and you're playing sports, you're a ball hog. You're always taking care of the ball all the time. That's what you need to be doing right now. Make sure your opponent of SupBro do not get touches on the ball. That'll allow you to size your opportunity up to get some counterattacks in. Just like this at the moment there. It's going to be a waterfall drop, but nobody's pushed it up. Ant had beaten 50 here. Cole's going to get a touch on it right in front of the net there, cleared away. Another opportunity, but Monk's going to push it back up. Great. This is exactly what they need to do for Mayonnaise, because time's not on their side.
It's a great job right now by SupBro, making smooth replacements, being very careful not to double commit for anything, and leaving the ball for the appropriate player, leaving the ball for the person who has the best and most readable touch. And that is something that Mayonnaise has very much struggled with. They will jump in front of each other. They will cut in front of each other, and not intelligently either. They'll do it in moments where they think that they're making an early challenge, but what they're really doing is forcing the person behind them to pump brakes or backflip back to the ground or stop a mechanic that they already had going. 10 seconds remaining. SupBro about to take this game 4-1, this best of 7 going in their way. That is it as it's about to touch the ground. The grand finals looming unless somehow some miracle can happen. Does not look like it. SupBro will go to play the grand finals of this Spate Invitational, fighting $100 on the line tonight. 7 first place, 30 to second place. They are guaranteed to at least get 30 now.
That's got to feel good. You can't pop the champagne too early, boys, because you got the final to win, but to get to the final, it's got to feel good. I'm sure the team right now are high-fiving each other. Mayonnaise, you should also be high-fiving yourself because you got your way all the way into the semifinals. And you didn't lose with a sweep. You lost putting up a great fight. But at the end of the day, as you said, somebody has to have the W in the column and somebody has to have the L in the column.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Mayonnaise, they just couldn't figure it out. And I've heard so many teams complain about the style of play that is given by SupPro. Lotus played them yesterday and even lost to them in the Swiss stage. Lotus Gaming, the team that we just saw dominate Nicholas College. And the big thing that they said is that it was just so weird. Or was it a different team? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm bad. But I got to talk to one of those players later and learned that they just struggle against that very defensive and passive style. And in here, we now have Shocks ready to answer some questions. Biggles, why don't you take them away?
You gonna put me under the pressure on that one? Okay,
Yeah.
Shoxy. Well, mate, you put me. You electrified this. So how was that?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were the stronger team the whole series. They wouldn't really need outs on our side, so we just had to really play our game and got the result at the end. So
You got to be up against the grand finals right now. What about the E-Taps? How are you feeling going into this one?
we're feeling confident. I mean, we've honestly just been playing fast, and it's been working so far. I feel like we're all playing pretty consistent. I don't even know who's on their roster, so like I don't even know who we're playing, but
Scully would know.
I believe it was I know it's Jerry Berry, and I cannot remember the two other players' name, and I don't have the sheet pulled up in front of me. That is on me. But yeah, ETAP Spate spelled backwards because they got the Jerry Berry on their side.
I get it.
I see.
Yeah, I believe
you could have told me that earlier. All right.
Spuda, I believe they have Spuda on their team. It's a strong spot.
Okay, yeah. I'm still
Predictions in
still
the
feeling
chat?
confident though.
Predictions are up here for the winners and stuff like that.
right.
We'll have to obviously head off in a minute and let obviously these fantastic gladiators get ready and warmed up for this one, Scully. Before you and I leave, your predictions, Matt, my friend, to who's going to take the ultimate prize here at Spate Esports?
Before that, I got one more question for our
sorry.
Shocks here.
Jumping the gun.
Shocks. So,
Yes, sir.
y'all, I've heard many teams, not many teams, but I've heard players complain about y'all's play style. You say y'all play fast, but I'm watching y'all. I'm watching you play. Y'all play a very team-based defensive opportunistic style. It is so, while you move fast, while you're quick with the passes, it is so much slower of a game pace. Watching it from a spectator's point of view, the pace of the game moves so much slower. Is this intentional? Are y'all trying to be this defensive of a team, or is it just natural flow of your squad?
I feel like it's more natural, like you said. For us, it feels really fast, but then when we really kick it on offense, we like to find passes and just break down the defense little by little.
And
So I feel like it's more natural.
That's exactly the vibe that I get, because you guys play so much different. And a lot of players will say that it just feels weird because where they expect to have in-your-face gameplay, it just doesn't happen. It reminds me of something Justin once said about playing the old SSG. I'm talking about a year and a half ago SSG, who really just played it extremely slow and forced you to come at them. He said it was just boring to play against them because they force you to play at their speed instead of letting you play at your regular pace. And that's something that I feel that you guys do. Even watching y'all yesterday, you forced teams to slow down their pace of play and play your game instead. But as far as my predictions for this next one,
Yeah.
ETAPS is good. ETAPS is good, but SupPro, this defensive style, I don't see the consistency matching up. I think ETAPS is going to take it. I'm sorry to say, Shocks.
It's okay. It's okay.
Shots fired there,
Teach
Shocks.
their own. Teach their own.
It's not a shock for Shocks, but Shocks, who's the number one player in your team? Of course, you got Heps, done an amazing job, and Dario. I've been pronouncing that.
Dario,
Yeah.
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 It's tough to say, really, honestly. Like, I feel like we each bring our own different element to the table,
That's the
I
correct
guess.
answer I was looking
And
for.
so,
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
like
said that.
if we're all playing well, it's honestly hard to tell, but usually, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like we're all.
I had a
three
follow-up
is-
question.
Yes, sir.
You know your teammates well. Are they left or right-handed?
That's a great question. I don't know. I would assume right-handed. I mean, that's the majority, right? But I just don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But obviously, the
got
way
me
you guys
there.
are playing, you know each other quite well. That's the last question I have there. Over to you,
Okay.
Skull.
Well, that's all we have for this segment. We're going to pause for a couple minutes to get ready for the grand finals, get the lobby and the players set and ready. Don't go anywhere. Next is going to be Akuma and Enzo taking the broadcast away for the rest of the night. We'll see you in just a few.
Baby, can you pray? 'Cause every time you make time, it's only the day. So pray for every round that we have, let's turn and not do it. And I'll be ready every day. Know everything's alright. I'm only gonna pray.
We say our goodbyes and light up like fireflies. 'Cause there's so many things left to explore. I don't wanna hold you back. Your heart is safe with mine, and I can't find the words to keep you, but I don't think I want to. 'Cause we're living it up for love, living it up for love. Just keep living it up for love, living it up for love. Whatever is good for you.
who's running around. Break down, chase the light. We're rolling but on the go. Running for my life. Feel the light. Running for my life. Running for my life. Running for my head high, we're alone. Are we taking all in front of us? Head high, how could we know it was all along on the side? We should read between the lines and we're on the right way to go. Head high, we're not alone. Oh, we are not out of luck. Running for my life. Feel the light. Running for my life. Running for my life. Running for my life. Running wild, I'm running for my Everybody now kick it to the floor. Look at me when I kick it the door. Got the energy like this to get to the floor. Look at me on the floor. Look at me when I kick it the door. Got the energy like this to get to the floor.
We're playing with fire. Everything turned to dust. When we aim to fly higher, we got lost and dragged each other down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was not felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day. Dum dum da dum
And welcome back, everybody, to the Spate Invitational Grand Finals. We have, you know, we have two upsets, or not really an upset on our hands, but we have two upsets on our hands, and Spade Esport, and ETAPS beat Lotus, and I don't think a lot of people expected ETAPS to beat Lotus. I think everyone, expected after Lotus beat Nichols that they'd get the win, they'd carry out through the momentum, and you know, uh, I think everyone expected Lotus to win, but they didn't, and ETAPS ended up taking the W. And for Supra on the mainstream, that was a 4-1 as well. Mayonnaise also ending their run for top 4, and a lot of these teams, major qualifications are in place here, and we will get ready as they do come down to the pitch, and we will start this grand finals best of 7.
Hello?
And Colby is back.
I am. All right, guys. I am very sorry. I had to take a massive. Yeah. But we are here. Grand finals. Kuma, did you already get that going? You already said that.
I did, yeah.
Alright, can
I said
someone,
that
invite me?
ETAPS. I said that ETAPS is a very a team that no one expected to be here in the grand finals. Everyone expected
Yeah, I
that
know.
Lotus after they beat Nichols carry out the momentum and maybe take the win to ETAPS, but it didn't happen, and we
You
did
know,
have a big
totally
upset.
agree. I totally agree. I mean, when I saw Lotus 4-0, that's a 7. 4-0 Nicholas College. I mean, I was like, oh no. I mean, their teams are going to be in trouble, but no. ETAPS are showing up. I mean, they're playing amazing. They've been playing great Rocket League. They've been playing together. I mean, they're looking very, very solid right now.
Oh, like ETAPS beat they beat Spate they beat Lotus yesterday 3-1.
They did.
And
sure
they also took down Nichols College
Mm-hmm.
3-1.
They've been taking down some good teams, some Titans that have been in the championship before and have won it all. Lotus Gaming, I mean, we already know them. They've won. They've now plenty of tourneys. And Nicholas College, I mean, they've been on a roll for the last few weeks now. And yeah, and now look at them. They're gone, which I did not think would happen.
I mean, like, winning a regional is definitely, it's not an easy thing to do. It's a long, it's a long day, especially in Swiss where, you could play so many games, 5 series on the first day. It's like 4 or 5 hours of Rocket League. And, it's definitely mentally draining. A lot of these teams have had really good mental fortitude throughout the split. And as it comes to a close, we will have all 8 of our major qualified teams after today. And Colby, I'd like to ask you something. Who would you like to see win the major? And most importantly, who would you like to see win tonight?
Honestly, I mean, tonight, I'm gonna go ETAPS. I know a guy on there, and he's really improved the last time I've seen him. Sup, bro? Though I wasn't really expecting them. I was expecting them to get top 6, not go this far. But look at them now. I mean, Hets, Shocks, and Daru. They're amazing. I mean, they're a great team, and they have been showing up. But I'm gonna go ETAPS.
And I would like to ask you, who do you think could win the major? It isn't 2 weeks' time, but there is still a little bit of improvement. A lot of these teams are probably going to be practicing and grinding, really hard for the next 2 weeks to try and win that major. As of course, there is a lot of points involved for, auto qualifying for championships, and also, overall just having teams that need to go. $250 for the major and $100 for here, or I believe it's I think it's either 500 or 250 if my math,
Yeah.
does Correct me. It's one of the two numbers, but it's
Honestly,
still a good chunk of money to be playing for. But here, I think ETAP's going to take it as well. I'll give it to them at 7. And they've been making upsets this entire weekend. They beat Lotus. They handed Nichols their first ever loss in the Swiss, and I think they're going to continue that momentum.
yeah, I mean, ETAPs are looking great, and Jerry, he was a Spate member at one point, and they've had some good success, but he has been on fire with this team ever since he joined, and now we gotta leave. We gotta do another
We're doing
match.
another test lobby. Jesus.
Another test lobby, I guess.
We will be heading to a break, and we will be right back in a few minutes.
We are sorry for the inconvenient problems we are having. Jerry having some difficulties, but this is it. Akuma, this is it. We are starting now. We are going to load up the grand finals. This is huge for both teams and to get some points. I mean, 2 weeks prior, we got major in 2 weeks. I mean, this is huge for both teams. And honestly, for the major, I want Lotus Gaming to win, or I'm going to be biased for Spate. I want to see Spate get in there, be back into form. But we're not talking about that. Here we go. Grand finals, best of 7. We got ETAPS and Sup Bro. Game number 1, Manfield Night. Let's go.
And here we are. We are off. Game number 1, Colby. So important for both these teams. And, overall, ETAPS had looked good all weekend. They took down some of the top teams.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, who would have thought, though, these two teams would be a grand final today? I mean, I guess we weren't really paying attention, but here we go on the attack for ETAPS, and that's a great save from Heps. Still on their side, though. Jerry
trying to get a bump, trying to get it mid. Cannot. Boots up, gets the dunk on Heps. They have a lot of pressure right now in this first minute of Rocket League, but that's a good clear there. Heps now going to bank it to the side. Spood's going to take control. Weird touch. Gets the flip. Tries to hit it mid to Jerry, but shocks it there. Nixon gets it up top. Gets it cleared by Heps, but the pressure that Taps is holding. This might be a goal. Good flick there. The ball's bouncing around, but they get it out. Not in time, though. And now they're off to the races.
And yeah, we do have,
Uh-oh.
4 minutes. There comes Shock on the other end. Returns the favor. And Subro is up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even have pressure at all. It was just a great clear, great 1-2 flat pass, and there you go. E-Taps, really solid, but kind of overcommitted. They were playing so aggressive. They had a couple shots on, but it was not on target though. Now, Sabra on the attack, trying to find some pressure. I don't know anything really about these teams, but I know a few about the players. Jerry did try to get it by Daru. Shock's going to clear it out. Daru again hits it up to Shocks, gets it to Heps. No, can't get the angle. Gonna get an angle there. Holy cow! Snipes it top right, and that is in.
And yeah, Heps, beautiful shot, bar down, and they've just looked so good. They swept down Mayonnaise, and overall, if ETAPS can't control the way Supbro is playing, they're going to lose it. ETAPS, a team that does like to play very close, they like to play slow, and they like to try and slow the play down, but Supbro, they're looking to just counter that time and time again. They've been coming out with demos. ETAPS hasn't really had any pressure this game. Supbro's been playing good defense. ETAPS 4 shots to their name. But overall, it is Supbro, the team that, it is Supbro that has 2 goals. There's a lot of overcommit. That's an open net. Catch is going to put that away. And it's 3-0 for Supbro already, and it's half the game gone.
Yeah, I mean, that was a crucial miss there by Jerry. Could have been a goal, honestly. He was on offense, and then it just leads up to the counter. I mean, 3-0 already, 2:30 remaining in game number 1. I mean, Supro's looking really good. And that's a great, holy cow, Nixon with the save. That's going to keep it in. Clear it by Nixon. Both teams, really good teams here, but Supro is playing a little bit better. They are playing really slow, and they're playing really good and solid. Jerry's going to get a shot there. Heps is great. He is so good on defense. I ain't going nowhere. Heps now going to get a pass to Daru. Jerry's going to cut it off. A little double commit. Spooks is on the wall. Gets it mid. Nixon's up. Going to try to double, but he's there for the clear. Great plays by Supro. I mean, they're dominating right now. I mean, honestly, they really haven't had a lot of pressure, but holy... excuse you, Spooks and Jer. Get out of the way of Shocks. He is going crazy. Absolutely stuns Jerry, dunks on him, and now they're up 4-0, and I honestly think that might be it. And now they are going to put the cushion on the chair, slide their big booties back, and lay back. Are you dead? Alright, Akuma is dead, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. But I'll be your host here for the rest of the tourney, probably. Now, 5-0. I don't know what's happening, but E-Taps, they're looking pretty shaky. Taps is a weird touch. Fox is back. He's always going to be back. Jerry trying to get it mid, can't. So now, they got to retreat. Dude's going to take his time. Heps is going to be there to meet him. No, he fakes out. He's going to try to get a touch. Fakes out. No. Fox, the defensive man right now. I mean, This team is playing amazing. Great shot there. Shock's going to have to follow up. Spoots gets the dunk, but can't get nothing going. That's another save for Jerry. The offensive pressure. That's another shot there coming from Daru. Shots. Shocks with the pass. And holy, game number 1 already over. Wow. I mean, this is great. Great Rocket League from Supro. And I still think Akuma is dead. He's deafened. Yeah, he's probably throwing up. But I'm not, because I'm the best caster in the NA. 6-0, and it's never over in a game 7. I mean, they're looking pretty shaky, but I mean, we've seen E-Taps time and time again in this tournament this weekend that they didn't bounce back from adversity, and they have beaten some really good teams. And I know they don't want to slow down now. Now we're just going for freestyle points.
I am back.
But,
I had my PC blue screen on me.
I thought you were phoning up.
No, my PC just blue screened. I apologize, but
Yeah.
Supro's winning the game 7-0.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 7-0 first game. I mean, that's a statement right there. Could get Brazil here. And looks like they are going to get a Brazil. And 7-1 here in game number 1. They got a little cushion, and I mean, they're not losing this 4 seconds. I mean, it's physically impossible to lose this. I mean, GG, go Nets. I think E-Taps, it's a warm-up game a little bit, maybe. See how they're going to fill out Supro and, get a little taste of it. And, yeah, and that's it. Supro, I mean, dominates in fashion. I mean, look at the stats. I mean, 5 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots. Heps with the hat trick. Shocks had 2 goals, and Daru had 2 goals. I mean, they were all balling. I mean, look at the score. 800, 700, 500. I mean, they were all balling. And, yeah, I mean, game 1 goes to Supro.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, if it keeps going up like this, they might just sweep them at this point. It looks Supro is looking very scary. They look almost unstoppable.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't know where the whole E-Tap squad went. I don't know if they're going to join back. Yeah, they are. I think it was just a card change. But, yeah, I mean, if they keep playing like this, I mean, it could be really bad. I mean, 7-1 to Brazil first game. It's not good for E-Taps. And Supro played so good. But, here we go. Game number 2. Can E-Taps find something? Here we go. Game number 2. 5 minutes. Let's go. Spate Nation. Let's get some hype in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Look at the way Supro is playing mechanically. They're just doing, they're just out-meching everyone on the field, and especially Heps and Shocks. They've been incredible. And, if I was, E-Taps, I would be scared because at this point, the way Supro is playing, they look very good. Even like if they get demoed on the field, they always have someone who falls up. Here comes Hep off the ceiling again, and that's that's a miss. But Shocks is back. That's something that E-Tap didn't have in the last game. They were always committing 2 players, and they were always getting demoed. They were always somehow just not being able to find the ability to open up the scoring. And Supro has had just incredible offense.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, E-Taps, though, they find the back of the net. And that's a good start here for E-Taps. Jerry gets the shot, Nixon with the pass. I mean, that's great. Great first minute of Rocket League. Good first minute from E-Taps. And like you said, yeah, I mean, they are out-making them, but if you just play solid, if you can play good on defense, and don't make the little mistakes, you can win this. Just like that. Look at that bump. And that opens the goal for Jerry. Spoods with an amazing bump on Hep leaves Jerry wide open to get the easy shot. 2-0 already.
And yeah, I completely agree with you. You know, overall, ETAPS, they've been playing better this game, but you know, if Supro starts to get the momentum, they will, you know, just fall and climb over and over again. They've looked so good, and you know, it's just not working. You know, ETAPS starting to make some mistakes. That should have been potentially a goal on the other end. Daru passes it over to Heps. Now Shock has a long clear on the field here. And, you know, overall, they've looked so good. They've looked so consistent. Nixon, musty flick all the way off the wall. He can't find it. It's 3-0 for ETAPS. And just like last game, this could be another high-scoring series. And even a high-scoring game, it's already 3-0. There's been 9 goals scored. 6 from Supbro, 3 from ETAPS, and it's only game 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great start here for ETAPS in game number 2. I mean, after that crucial, that killer game 1, going down 7-0, and then scoring that one for Brazil. But they look different right now, and like I said, I don't feel like it's going to be a sweep. I feel like it's going to be close, but I still have ETAPS. You know, even though they got killed, I mean, they're looking great this game, but you just never know. You really don't know, and that's a great 50 there from Jerry to get it back to his teammate. Spoods now, great play, great challenge from the third man, but Shocks is there. Jerry gonna bang it to Nixon. They're playing really solid right now. Kind of being sloppy on defense right now, though. Spoods going up, gets it to the corner, gonna try to double it. Gets it, kind of, but Spoods gonna be back. There he goes. Great offensive pressure coming from Supbro. No one's there, but Spoods is going to try to clear it. Oh, man! That could have been dangerous. Daru try to dunk. Nixon can't get it. And there you go, double commit! And that just leaves an open net. I don't even know what they did back there. I think they miscommunicate. Yeah, one calls off one. They both go down, and they can't get the ball. They both called for it, and both of them went down because, wow, the communication was off right there.
And Colby, this is goal number 10. At this point, I think we're going to have at least, 30 goals in this series. I don't know. It's been already so high scoring, and both these teams don't look... I said that, ETAPS might have their foot on the gas pedal last game because they lost 6-0, but, the way that they have bounced back in game number 2 here, they're up 4-0. Maybe 5-0 here, as Heps can save it away. And, incredible bounce back. That's going to be an open net potentially. Spoot over to Nixon, who can clear it away. That also might be an open net down the other way. Daru, great touch out. But Spoot is up for the challenge. Doesn't miss it. Jerry, free shot to work with. That's going to go in. And that's 11 goals.
Holy. I mean, now they're giving the spanking. Now they're giving it to them. I mean, they are dominating right now, and it's looking terrible for Supbro. I mean, you go up 7-0 and then 7-1 in game 1, and now you're getting dismantled yourself. I mean, I don't know if ETAPS found something. Maybe they had to fill them out, and get the feel of playing them, but playing really solid right now. This is the ETAPS that we've seen all tournament long. They beat Nicholas College, the unstoppable force. Then they beat down the biggest Titan, most likely to win the major. To me, Lotus Gaming. And then now they're here. I mean, this is it. I mean, this is what we've been looking for from them from game 1, and we didn't get it. But look at them now. They're pushing way too high. Supbro trying to get it mid. Heps is there, gonna clear it out. Boot. You got 35 seconds left. But I think that's game for game number 2, and we're gonna get 1-1.
And 1-1 will be in the series here. But you gotta look at some of the goals. Some of these they can be tilting, and overall, you know, a lot of these goals just, you know, really have to, you know, think. Bro, they have to be getting on their nerves after we're now 5 goals. That's gonna be 6 goals. We had Brazil last game, right?
And then we got 5-1.
No, I'm talking about last game. What was the score last game?
Yeah,
Do you
we
know?
had a 7-1. We had a Brazil.
This has been, there's been 14 goals in the series.
I mean, both teams. I mean, offensively they're really good, but I'll tell you what, both defense kind of. I don't know. I mean, ETAP's defense this game has been really good, but last game it was bad, and
Now it's the other way. Now it's the other way.
both teams' defense were pretty bad. But here we go. Game number 2. ETAPS gets it 5-1. I mean, the shots. He got a hat trick. Nixon got 2 assists.
7
and,
shots.
I mean,
Damn.
they dominated this game. They had most of the pressure, and I feel like Subbro just they didn't find the passing plays they were getting in game 1. I mean, I felt like ETAPS cut it off pretty well. They were faster this game, faster than game 1, and I mean, if they play like this, it could be over. But I'm not going to say that because when we said that about the first game, we thought we were going to sweep them, but I had a feeling they were going to fill them out and see what they're going to do. But yeah, I mean, ETAPS takes game 2, and I think they did pretty good.
And ETAPS here, you know, all the pressure's on them. It is 1-1 in the series, but, you know, can they perform against, you know, I can't even say can they perform because, you know, I feel like talking about one roster saying that they're better would be biased. Really, in all honesty, I think both these teams are extremely even right now. You know, they're in the grand final. They both deserve to be in the grand final. You know, respectfully, ETAPS took down Lotus twice. They were the better team, you know, when they played them, and, you know, they deserve it. But overall, you know, Supro also deserves to be in the grand finals. They took down Mayonnaise very convincingly, and, you know, a team that does lose this, you know, a best of 7, game 3 is very important, as, you know, it puts the team 2-1. It could be the decider of the series. And, you know, overall, I don't know who's going to win this series anymore. I thought, you know, this could be like a quick 4-0 after Supro won 7-1. But now I'm clueless anymore. And I think Colby, I think we're both clueless right now.
Honestly, I feel like it could go to 7, and it can go either way. I mean, both teams are looking great right now. Not a lot of mistakes. They're playing solid Rocket League. Both teams, no double commits so far. Good flick there from Daru. Gets it over Jerry. Tries to get a bump. Okay, good flick there. Over 1. And he did. He did bump him. I thought Nixon just got faked out or something. And yeah, there you go. Supro gets the goal.
Oh, that's a great bump on the cheater.
And now he has a lot of time here. Shocks. Gonna get it to the sidewall. Tries to get it made to Hats. Hats gets a good shot. No, it's wide. Now it's hanging out in the middle. And they get a 50 to mid. Daru's gonna try to get something here. Good play there. They try to get to mid. Boots has been there this whole first half of Black League. He's been on defense. He's been playing really solid. And Daru's gonna get up. Can I get a shot? Oh, so close. That might be in. No. Too wide. And Boots is gonna flick over 1. Gets it over 1. No, Hex is there. Both teams are on fire on offense right now.
Oh, Daru can find it down the sidewall. And, you know, both these teams, it's been a little bit of a quieter game. Heps, pass over to Shocks, opened up to work, but can't find it. Oh. And, you know, I'd like to also mention earlier, oh my god, Heps, over to Shocks. Shocks down to Daru, almost in, you know, the net of ETAPS. And once again, Supro, they're really starting to show the mechanics. And I think that's ETAPS' issue. They, you know, don't really know how to play well against mechanical teams. You know, they can bump and demo all they want, but when it comes to playing against mechanical monsters such as, you know, Supro, how are they gonna adapt to it? And, you know, Colby, I think they have really well here, as it's been a little bit of a quieter game. Because Spoods and Jerry are just as mechanical. Nixia puts one away, and it's all tied up. Half the game left to go.
They got to do that right there, Kuma. They got to be faster. They got to beat them to the ball every time.
Yeah, you know, you do beat them to the ball, you should have a good net chance. Jerry does not find that shot on net. But Nixium is there to challenge. Shock takes his time, has the ceiling reset, does use it, goes off the crossbar. Hept is beat up by Nixium. That's a great challenge. That could have gone very poorly for ETAPS here. Now Daru also has some time. Now Jerry, over to Nixium. The passes have been able to link up for ETAPS. Nixium, great boost grab. Leaves Shock on empty, spooses up early. Daru also gets beat out to the ball. Now Jerry, a much quieter game. We're not seeing 11, we're not seeing 5, 6 goals come out from each team. Only 2 goals so far, but this still could go either way. It's 1-1. Nixium leaves it for Jerry, who gets intercepted by Shock. Shock gets the flip reset over to Daru. Nixium is last back, and so far, both these teams have had great pressure in game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are looking solid this game, though. I mean, not a big killer like the other two. I mean, we had Brazil in a 5-1. And, yeah, I mean, playing great. They're on the attack now. Jerry, no, keeps it in their halves. Shock's going to get the double mid. No, can't find it. Heps with the banger. Down. No, Nixon's going to try to clear it out. But no, Heps is going to keep it in there on the side of the field. Spoots now. Going to try to get a banger. Daru's on the back wall. Gets it cleared out. Shots.
Jerry, off the ceiling. Double off the ceiling.
Great touch. It's close. We got a minute of Rocket League left remaining in game number 3, unless it goes to overtime. Now, can Subpro or ETAPS find anything? We might see a 0-second goal. We might see the game ender dagger for number 3, and that is mid, but no one's there. Jerry,
that's so unfortunate. Oh my god, that could have ended so badly for ETAPS.
Gets it mid. Peps. No. Oh no. Oh man, it's over.
And yeah, that could have ended very poorly for ETAPS here. Now, Peps beats out Jerry. Off the ceiling. One more touch. No one's there to follow though. Spoods bangs it down the backboard. Jerry's up for the challenge. Wants to figure out one player. Daru. Looks to try to pass that to a teammate. Spoods does demo shock. It's not gonna hit. Oh my god, it dashed it. Okay. Ooh. I thought the ball was gonna hit the floor like 2 or 3 times and it just decided to bounce up. We have overtime in game 3 here. 6 shots from Subpro. 7 shots coming out. Now 8 shots coming out from ETAPS. And time and time again, both these teams have looked good on offense, but on defense, they've looked a little bit shaky, especially both these teams. Subpro, especially, haven't really been playing the best defense this game. Jerry, great beat on 1. Shock misses the ball. That's another defensive miss. Spoons can't put it away. Dart, good save. But Spoons does manage to grab the boost here. And now, it's a little bit awkward for Subpro. Jerry, 1v1. Next one looks for a bump. Now over to Spoons. Has some boost to work with though. Beats out one player. Daru's last back. Jerry has to win this challenge. He doesn't though. And Colby. Already we're seeing both these teams once again play great offense.
Yeah, I mean, they're both playing great. You've seen 50 seconds, almost a minute of overtime. And both teams, especially ETAPS, have been on fire. I mean, this could be dangerous right here. Oh, it doesn't get the flip. Daru gets the save. Jerry's going to have to retreat. Get it out, maybe. Yes, he does. Good 50 there. He's going to try to 50 Daru. Daru clears it back. That is a good hit, but no one's there. It's a one-on-one. Jerry versus Shock. What is going to happen? Jerry gets it in. And that is it. Too dangerous to leave him by himself. This is what you get. You got to pay the price when you leave him by himself like that. Flicks it over Shock. And ETAPS takes game number 3.
And I'd like to mention, I said earlier in the series, ETAPS, they're good at slowing the play down. They're good at having one-on-one situations, and that was a prime example of that. ETAPS really kept.
Yeah. I mean, look at Subpro. I mean, they got four saves, 3 saves. I mean, they were on fire. ETAPS was just shooting away, and they had all the pressure. But honestly, both teams played solid. They really did. And it wasn't a killer like the first 2. I felt like they were even, but ETAPS, they found other ways to just keep the ball on Subpro's half. And, I mean, that's what it takes to win. I mean, the more pressure you're going to get, the more you're going to win. I mean, is going to go in one of these times, and it did. They just found the back of the net twice, and yeah, I mean, they played really good.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You know, I feel like if Subro, you know, can't really want to slow the game down, they're gonna take the L. But you know, ETAPS, you have a lot of time. You are up 2-1 in the series. Game 3 was very important.
Yeah.
And Subro have to just come back and return the favor by trying to tie up the series.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's going to be hard because this team is really good. I mean, this ETAPS team is amazing. So now, here we go. Game number 4, Utopia Coliseum, Grand Finals. Let's see if we can get a tied series. Jerry says, no, hold on. We're trying to take this home early. There you go.
Jerry starts very strong. And, you know, doing it all. Jerry scored the overtime winner. He scored a goal last. He scored, I think, he scored both goals last game. And now he's starting off strong. He taps. Once again, they want to slow the play down. And if they want to win, you know, they're gonna have to do that. But they have Subro on their way, who's been playing very mechanical.
Yeah, I mean, ETAPS is just playing really solid right now. I mean, they're playing really fast. They're playing like they were in game number 1, and this is what they're going to have to do to beat this team. I mean, Subro's not done yet. I mean, they still got pretty much a whole game of Rocket League left. There's only been a minute off the clock almost. And that could be dangerous. Oh, no! Hebs hits the post and cannot finish. That was a sneaky one, though. But, yeah, there goes their chance. But now, trying to boom it up the shots. Can't get a good touch. Heps try to keep it in. Daru's there. Nixon's going to try to clear it out. Good 50 there from Heps. But Spate clears it away once again. It's just keeping the ball out. That is a weird mid right there. Daru try. Take his time. Gets it over 1. Heps is mid. Heps gets a touch. Goes around 1. Tries to get it mid. Not the best touch he was looking for. Shock's not going to get it mid to Daru. Daru with the bang. Jerry is back though. Shock or Suits is going to take control, and Heps is there. Jerry now. Don't want to give him time. He flicks it over 1. Shox is there. Gets the double. No. Heps though. All the time in the world. And he gets a flip. Can't get it around Nixon. Shox now. Gonna try to do something here. Gets it to Heps. Heps can't get the shot on. A little bit wide. Daru is there. They're keeping it in their half now. They have a lot of pressure, but can they put it in the back of the net?
Yeah, I completely agree. Had Subro, you know, do anything to try and, you know, wind down the offense of ETAPS. ETAPS here, if they do win this, they will be on tournament point, triple match point. They might, you know, they might have had the best run. I think if they win this, they also secure themselves for the major, or at least play a tiebreaker, you know. And overall, that is very good for ETAPS. They want to be in the major. They want to be in the conversation for the best tournament, for the best team this season. And they're looking to do that by ending off this weekend with a potential regional win.
Yeah, I mean, this would be huge for ETAPS. I mean, you know, Jerry hasn't won one in a while. Jerry is going to make sure. Jerry on a new roster, and look where he's at right now. Man, what a shot. Nothing Heps could do. I don't think Heps thought that his teammate was going to miss that, but 2-0 in game number 4 is not looking good for Subro. They got to find some kind of source, and they got to stop this man right here. They got to. And, oh, what a save from Shox. If he wasn't there, that was in. Heps now going to try to clear it out, but Foods is there. Tries to get it mid. No one's going to follow up it. Heps now going to try to psycho, but he can't get the good touch. Daru try to get it mid. Nope. Heps is there. No, he's not. I thought he would be there. Man, there's been so many times where they've gotten mid and they just haven't been able to do anything with the ball or nothing. But now they're bumping each other on defense. Jerry's going to try to get it mid. Jerry can't. Shocks. Gets the good double. Daru's going to now take it on offense. Can they find something? No. Every time you think they have something, they don't. They just don't.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You know, Supro, ever since game number 1, they haven't really looked like themselves. You know, I really think ETAPS just took the time, tried to figure stuff out, talked it over themselves, and really made sure, you know, that they wanted to work.
Yeah, I mean, now we see Daru up. That's a good touch. Mid, maybe? Oh, that could be dangerous. No, Jerry's going to get it out. ETAPS is on lock right now. It's a race back. Daru with a good touch. Shocks is there. Can Shocks get something? They got to get something. They got 3 seconds left. It's up in the air. Boots is there once again. He has been there. Pep's now going to try to get something. That's just not the best touch. Nixon was up there waiting. He knew what he was going to do. Jerry, though, going to clear it out. Daru's there. Try to get it to Heps. Can Heps get something going now? Gets a fake by 1, but Boots is there again. And that could be a good shot. No, Nixon's there again. The defense from ETAPS has just won them this game. All I have to do now is win one more game to win this Invitational.
They are regional point, tournament point. If you are Supro, your backs are against the wall. And, you know, just try your best to figure stuff out and really try and break down the defense of ETAPS and make sure that nothing else happens. You know, ETAPS, they had 7 saves.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is looking great for them right now. I mean, they just got to find something, though. I mean, they got to do something here. This is the final regional until we have the big old major that everybody has been waiting on. I love the major. It's such a big, classic tournament, and I love what Spate does, and I love the fam. But, yeah, here we go. I mean, this is it. I mean, the ETAPS win this. They are your regional champions. And this is going to be huge for Jerry. I know how bad he wants it, and I know how bad the other team wants it, but they got to find a way to slow him down and slow the rest of this team down, because this defense right now, coming out from ETAPS, it was amazing last game. And let's see what they can do. Yep, on the ball now. Spoots gets a dunk on Heps. Daru trying to get a touch out. Nixon's there to meet him. Nixon's already up for the ball. Beasthorn maybe gets the flip. Yes, he does. Gets it over 1. Oh, I don't think Spoots thought he was going to miss that. Jerry now going to pinch it mid. 2 are up. Nixon goes for it, though. Jerry's there already. Man, they are playing really aggressive. Everybody's up for that ETAPS team. Spoots now gets the save. Nixon's there. No, can't get a touch. Shock's going to try to find somebody and does. Daru's there. It's mid. Can he get a shot on? Heps dunks on Spoots. And there you go. Good start there from Supro.
Yeah, there we go. Heps really putting the 50 in. And, you know, they've just been doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, you know. It ain't over yet. ETAP still has a lot, but this Supro team, they cannot slow down. If you slow down, then it's not going to be good. It's going to be in the back of your net, and you don't want that. And Spoots just leaves the ball with Daru. Now, Shots going to try to get it out or get it mid, but no one's there. Shots, where Spoots gets to clear. I keep getting Shots and Spoots and stuff. All these names, man. I couldn't keep up with them. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, he died again. Shocks now. Gonna get it mid. Hit. Heps is there. Hits it post. Now Jerry's gonna clear it out. Daru's already up. Epps is up. Spook tries to beat him and does. He beats him to the ball. Shock's now going to have to regain. Get a good touch mid and does. Tries the dunk on Jerry and does. It's a great 50. Spooge is there. Epps now. You can see from Sup, bro, the game plan has changed. They're playing really slow. They're playing confident. It looks like, it does look like E-Taps is kind of nervous. That is a good hit there. And that, oh my gosh, how is that not a goal? Nixon gets it out somehow. Shots now. Gonna get it mid. No one's up. Jerry with the great save. Epps coming back in. Fox is there for the shot in there. You go. All right. He is still not here. Sorry about that, guys. I'll still be your host, though, because I'll always be your host. I love the Spate fam. It's great. It's a great thing. This tournament has brought so many people together, and I'm happy that we're all here watching these great, talented players play. We're not even done yet, though. Game number 5 is looking like it's going to go to Sup Bro's way. And they're really playing great on offense right now. You know, maybe, just maybe, I feel like there's just too many mistakes that, you know, E-Taps are making right now. I feel like they're playing too fast. They're playing a little bit too aggressive. I understand last game went pretty well playing aggressive, but they adapt to it now. You know, when the teams play it, they're going to have to adapt to it, and they are. I mean, look at them. Sup Bro is playing amazing on defense, and there's been times where E-Taps, you know, they have made some crucial defensive mistakes this game just like that. I don't know how Daru missed that, but it's cleared off now. Gonna try to get back. Shot.
I apologize.
Try to get it over. It's okay. We Gucci. I'm still here. Taps now. On the ball. Try to get it by Spooge. Spooge is there. Taking his time. Gonna pinch it off the wall. Gotta get another touch. Shocks is there. Not the best touch there from Jerry, though. Gets it by 1. Epps now with the clear. Could be dangerous if that gets by. No. He's going to try to psycho it. No, he's going to get the double. Spoots. Going to try to get this mid. A lot of pressure from E-Taps. They just got to find that goal. They just got to find something to get the spark going. And that might be it. Good demo there from Spoots. And Jerry's going to put it back in the net. They're not over yet, though. They still got a minute left to tie this game.
And Colby, I don't know if you want to fill me in with anything that's happened this game, but you know it is 2-1, and there's a minute left. E-Taps, they're on tournament point, and you know they have to do whatever they can to try and win. You know here they don't want to force a game 6. They don't want to give Sup Bro all the momentum in the world. They don't want to make them build up the momentum. And so far it's not really been working. That's unfortunate. That's just gonna go all the way in here. Very off the crossbar. Might go in. And Heps. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. I mean, it's been rough for this E-Taps team this game. Their defense is just not looking that good. As Boosh takes it away from Nixon. Nixon had a great ball there. Had a great chance to do something, but, both teams, I mean, Sup Bro's looking really good. I mean, Nixon, though, gonna try to get a 50 and does. That's a great 50. That's a weird touch there. Jerry now. They got 10 seconds to find the back of the net. Well, they're gonna have to go to Neo Tokyo and play game number 6. Spood's now up. Here we go. Did we see something? No, and it is game over. Sup Bro is gonna take game 5 at Gadaira Canyon. And now we see it going to game number 6.
And Sup Bro, they get a little more breathing room. 1 game more. It's not over for them yet. They still have 2 games to try and win this. They still have, they still have a chance to try and steal it away from E-Taps. But E-Taps, they look like the better team all night. They look like the better team all weekend. And I want to be honest with you, if they want to close it out, they really have to shut down Heps, Shocks, and Daru. Or not even just the whole team as a whole. All 3 of them playing phenomenal. I cannot speak. Really good this weekend. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta win this next game though. This is a huge game. It's what is it? 3-2 now, right?
Yeah, it's 3-2 in
E-Taps?
favor of E-Taps.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta win this game. If they don't win this game, I mean, it's it. But they got it though. They gotta take their time. Here we go, Neo Tokyo, and this is it. This is all or nothing for. I mean, this is pretty much just it right here. E-Taps, they gotta find something. And what's going on?
Haps does
Everybody
seem
good?
to be back, I think. Haps
Yeah,
does
okay,
seem to be back.
we are good. We are set. Neo Tokyo game number 6. This is it. If E-Taps wins, it's over.
E-Taps,
And,
they are
this
your
is it.
regional
Here we
winners
go.
if they do win this. But this is
Uh-oh,
Supro's last
that is
stand.
dangerous.
And Haps
Oh
puts
my
it away
God.
12 seconds in. And Colby, you know, it's already looking better for Supro.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking great so far. I mean, it's only been 12 seconds. I mean, we got a long game to go, but that is a great start there from Supro. They were down 3-1. They had to win 3 games now to win. Now they got to win 2, but wow. It's great. And Jerry, though, Jerry is not going to go away. Good play there from Spoods. Both players from Supro misses the ball. And Jerry going to put it in the back of the net. He'll make you pay if you miss that ball, and he did right there.
And that's 1-1. And like we said, Supro, this is not, you know, you were on your last life last game, but now it gets even more tighter. You have some momentum, though. And even so, you know, I still would watch out even for E-Taps. The mechanics, they want to slow down the play. They want to make you awkward. They want to make you jump for the ball you should not be going for. And they want to make you overextend here. Daru gonna send a double down into the net, 2-1, and we're already back in potentially a high-scoring game. Daru gets it around Spoods. Gary is not quick enough, and it's gonna go in straight down, 2-1. Supro has the lead again.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, we might have a high-scoring game right here. I mean, it's already 2-1. And, yeah, it's Spoods now. Try to get away from Shocks. Shocks could have made it 3-1, but cannot get it in. Now, it's on the other side. Daru's going to bang it back. Spoods already up. Holy shit. Shocks now. Going to get it by 1. Peps is there. Oh, man, that could have been dangerous. And it might be dangerous. And it's off. It's still up in the air. Daru backflips. Passes it to Shocks. Takes it to the corner. Couldn't get the best touch. Tried to get it back mid, but Peps did not want to go for that. He's getting beat. Now Spoots is up. Tries to get out Daru. 2-1 with 3:35 remaining. Looking good here for Supro. On the attack here. Shocks is mid. Good play there by Nixon. Cherry gonna pop it up. Spoots gonna have to get something going here. And does, but gets bumped off the ball. Jerry's there. What a shot. Oh, it's down. Far down. And, yeah, I mean, great game from both teams so far. Both offensively looking good.
That's a very unfortunate miss from Spoods. Jerry's going to keep it in. Spoods gets a demo. It's a 1v1 on Jerry. This is the play. They want to slow this down. They want to make you use your boost. And they want to make you control it. Haps has a full tank of boost to work with. They're trying to get it around the entire field. Nixon can clear it away. Here comes Jerry. Only goes as far as Daru, though. Open double to work with. Daru can't find it. He can't stay on the ball, though. Spoods, not the best touch. Daru's going to walk this in. It's a wide open net. And Daru, he gives Supro some life. And 3-1 with half the game left.
Well, there you go. 3-1. Supro. I mean, they're looking really solid right now. It's going their way in game number 6. And E-Taps, they got to find something. They really do. And if they don't, it's going to get out of hand in this game number 6. But that could be dangerous. Heps is up, though. Going to get it to the corner. Nixon now with only 12 boosts in the tank. Can't get nothing going. Shocks and awkward. And what the? Boots just gets one right in. I mean, what is going on defense?
He's put Supro, or he's put E-Taps right back in this series, and, one goal down. Supro, a little bit shaky. Jerry Full tank of booster workers on the ceiling. He's getting pre-jumped
Oh
here.
man.
And that's a great pre-jump from Shocks to prevent anything from going in. Spoods has a free shot. Daru can find
Uh-oh.
it. Nixium over to Spoods. Great fake, and that's an incredible save. And Stubro are saved. Daru comes off the squishy save and can't find it. Now Mouse Spoods has a free shot. Does bump out one Nixium. And Nixium tries to control it. Opts to leave it for Jerry. With full boost. Has to with a shot from Shocks, though. Just go out to a teammate. Now,
Oh, man.
Daru gets beat. Spoods. Peps. Flashback. Jerry. Over to Spoods here now. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Spoods looks to try and control the ball. Doesn't get beat up by Shocks. Jerry might have versus a little bit too far up. Now, Shocks looks to try and bring it around net here. And Colby, the pro, have been surviving on a thread right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. This defense is looking pretty solid from ETAP. But, you know, not over yet. ETAPs can get something going here. That's dangerous, but Nixon takes away from Jerry. And now they're off to the races. He's got to hurry up. Peps is there. Gets the 50. Now Nixon taking his time. Does a zigzag. Tries to flick it over one. It's up in the air now for anybody. Oh no, Spoods gets a weird off takeoff. Jerry now trying to find something, but they can't. Right now, it's looking pretty good here for, you know, E-Taps, but they gotta find something. Their offense right now is looking pretty good. It's mid. No, it's not. The defense from Supro is looking fantastic right now. Uh-oh. That could be dangerous. It's mid. Daru gets it clear, though. Spoods now. 30 seconds remaining. What is going to happen here? Oh, my gosh. It's up. Can someone be there? Oh, it's saved. Saved once again. Now, it's not over yet, though. The attack is still there. Nixum. Oh, man. This could be dangerous, and that might be it, Akuma. That might be it here. I don't know yet. Can't get the good touch here. Oh, that might be it, and that will be it. And they're going to go to Champions Field.
And we're heading to Champions Field, game number 7. You know, there might be a chance, Colby, that ETAP, they blow the 3-1 lead that they had. And, you know, if I was them, I'd take a timeout. Try and, you know, ice up bro, and try and calm down. Try and, you know, talk to yourselves and say, you know, what are we doing wrong? You know, what are we able to do better in this final game? You know, this is the final game of the tournament. Both these teams, match point. Next game wins the regional. Next team wins the tournament, you know. And also, the points are on the line. I think ETAPS has to win this entire thing to qualify. You know, not looking good, but they still have one final game to do it. Both these teams have the ability to win, and both these teams have a shot.
Yeah. I mean, this is it. Here we go, Spate Nation. This is it. The grand finals we were all hoping to get, and we got it. Game number 7. Here we go, Akuma. This is it. All for nothing. Winner takes all, pretty much. Here we go. This is what we wanted to see. 5 minutes of Rocket League. Now Daru gonna go on the wall here, trying to set some up for Supro. Nixum gets a good touch out wide. Peps is there. Shocks now gonna try to get it mid. The 0 boost though. Spoods with a great touch there. Spoods gonna try to get a 50 with Daru and gets a good one. Gonna try to get it mid here, but Peps is there. The Supro defense is looking solid right now. But they gotta hold on. They got to. It's a great save there from Daru. Shot from Spoods. Good demo there coming out. It's all up for grabs, but no one goes. No one's going for Shocks. And it's there. And he puts it in the back of the net. Peps, or Shocks, doing it all on his own. There you go. Oh my god, what?
You know, 4 minutes left. A lot of Rocket League to play here. You know, it's very scary for ETAPS, you know. They had a 3-1 lead, and now they've almost, you know, I can't say they've blown it, You know, it does not look good. Spoots, infield pass intercepted Jerry. That's not the best ball to go for. Nixon does get beat to the challenge. Spoots last back. This would be very bad for ETAP here. Safely able to clear away. Dari gets a great demo. Does not go on target though. Now, Shocks. For one player, Spoots beats out 2. Peps wins the challenge. Waits for his teammate. Spoots.
Oh, man.
Right in the middle. No one from ETAPS is home. And Subro 2-0 in game number 7.
Yeah, I mean, wow. What a shot there. What a play. Good pass there mid. And, I mean, no one was there to cut it off. I mean, the defense from ETAPS is just a little bit too slow. And it feels like they're nervous. I mean, look at them right now. Jerry with the swishy save. What a save. Jaru comes in, though. Gonna get fake. Fake shot 1. Gets a good 50. Jerry's gonna clear it out. Peps is there. Gonna bang it right. 2 shots. Down to Daru. The 1, 2, 3 play. But no. The shot is too weak. Shocks now. Gonna put it in there. They are running away in game number 7.
Shocks. That's his hat trick. That might be the nail in the coffin. And that might be the MVP performance for tonight. You know, ETAP, they've played good all weekend, but I think after that 3-1, they ran out of steam. Pro, no timeout needed. And if I was ETAP, you know, I'd try and just go play full offense and try and come back to the 3-0 lead. There is 3 minutes left for Rocket League to play, a lot of time left. But, you know, if Pro scores a 4th, they could be in a bad spot here. Jerry, no one there in support, though. Daru, she cleared away. Spoods does get beat out. Peps has to win the challenge. Now, Jerry, 1 touch. Beat up by Shock, so he's been playing good all series long. He's probably the main reason why Supro are still in this, and the main reason on their defense and on their offense. He's been playing so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. They're looking really good right now. And Supro is running away with it, and it's looking great for them. And ETAP soon. They got to find something in the next 2 minutes. So they're going to get second place and they're going to be runner-up. And that's not what you want. You went all this way. You beat one of the best teams in here. You beat 2 of them. And, yeah. Now, Nixon, get a shot. No one's there. Jerry's going to get a shot there. Is that on? No, Daru's there. And
you know, 2 minutes left, Colby, and it looks like they're out of steam. Daru, that's the nail in the coffin, and ETAPS, you're out of steam, and I think they're finished.
yeah, I mean, I think that's it. And 4 minutes for 1:45 remaining. And it's 4-0. I mean, ETAPS, what a great run you had. Hey, 4-1. I mean, anything's possible, but I just don't know. I really don't know if they can do this. And, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. You know, 4 goals. Minute 36 left to go, or 3 goals, minute 36 left to go, you know, but overall, it looks like Supros ran away with this. Shocks. I don't know about you, Colby, but I think Shocks has been the MVP of the series.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta agree with you. I mean, Daru has been looking pretty solid, too. Shock has been there. He's been there for everything. He's been there for this team. Peps, though, he has been on fire on defense and getting the assists and getting the shots and getting the goals. He's been doing everything. And,
really, everyone on Subro does have an MVP performance. Yeah, I don't know. Minute left. Now potentially 4 goals here. That's going to be the nail in the coffin. Shock. 4 goals to his name. And I think that's it. I think people can start calling GG's in chat, especially in the Twitch chat. You know, 2 players go. And, you know, ETAPS, you had a good run. But I feel like they got a little too overconfident after they went up 3-1. They were on match point. And they are going to get gentlemen swept here.
yeah, I mean, 5-1. And I don't know what to say. I mean, congrats to to his team, Subro. I mean, they fought hard all tournament long, and who would have thought though? Who would have thought one of these teams would be in here? I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, look at the competition they had to go up against. I mean,
Well, E-Taps or Subro?
E-Taps.
I'm like, yeah, E-Taps, to be honest, I don't think anyone expected them to be in the grand finals. You know, they beat Lotus twice, they beat Nichols, they handed Nichols their first ever loss, and it didn't look good.
There you go.
That is
Five.
GG's.
5
5-1.
seconds left.
Subro claim regional champions for the first time.
There you go. Sup, bro? Is your regional winner. There you have it. Here we go. Heps, Shocks, and Daru, congratulations on winning your first ever Invitational, Spate Invitational. It's been a great series. It's been a great weekend, honestly, of Rocket League, and congrats to both teams for making it this far. Shout out to Jerry and his team, but sup, bro? They were better at the end of the day, and yeah, they played really good.
And we will have Shocks on the interview. How you feeling, Shocks? You had a little bit of a scare going down 3-1, but you brought it back.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. I don't know what went wrong, but we just had to lock in, and we knew we could get the dub if we just focused. So it feels good. It feels great.
Yeah, I mean, what was the mental like? I mean, y'all went down 3-1. I know y'all are kind of, shaky a little bit. How are you guys feeling, though, when y'all went down 3-1?
Yeah, we were kind of like, the comms are kind of like dying. We try to get the energy back up. I told the boys, like, hey, lock it in. Like, we're the better team. As long as we just focus and just do our roles, like, play our roles right, we knew we'd be fine. I told them to take it game by game, and that's what we did, and it worked, so.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad for y'all. This is your first state win, like invitational win. That's awesome. Congrats to
Thank you.
you guys, and it's really cool. And I honestly hope to see y'all in 2 weeks. I mean, y'all played amazing. Y'all played fast. There were some times where y'all struggled, but I will say this: y'all bounced back 3-1. I mean, hell, you deserved it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, looking forward to the other invitational. So, yeah,
I'm like, we do have the major in 2 weeks with I think it's a $500 prize pool, and
yeah,
quite a good chunk of money there. Top 3 does get a good amount of money. As the major, 2 weeks left until the major. What is going to be your main focus to be practicing for the major to make sure that you get the W?
Well, what I usually do, and I'm sure my teammates do this as well. I mean, play a lot of 6-mans. Just keep the rotations up. Probably gonna keep scrimming, and then just play a lot of 2s as well. Just keep the mix up. We should be good though. Feeling confident.
Do you think you are one of the favorites heading into the major to win it?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say our team is pretty strong and consistent enough to take it all the way.
Well, that is gonna be all from Shocks, and congratulations to you on the regional win, and we will see you in 2 weeks hopefully.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. Well, Makuma, that is going to be it for the Spate Invitational of this weekend. 2 weeks. We got the big major. We got $500 on the line, and I'm really excited. But congrats to Sup, bro. Congrats to E-Taps, too, for making it this far, and I hope to see y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all be going.